That means now. All right. Let's get the Table Taco channel started. Hi, I'm Robert. I'll be running this, our first group session here, and I say session very loosely as this is just an amalgam of our collections for beginning something new we haven't done. Normally we've been operating on D&D 5e, but Table Taco channel will probably experiment a bit with new things, and starting off, we are going with a very short system. It's only 2 pages. It was made by Zedrin. You look him up on YouTube, but it is the Hero of the Dent system, or as I've been referring to it as the Himbo system, which we'll get to very simply. Probably not going to be a full session tonight. Break it up 2, maybe 3, see how longs go. This isn't meant to be a long-term style thing. But it will be just very stupid. You know, going Adult Swim style. However, Himbo system only needs the D6s, which you can get up to 4 of. And going over the rules real quick so anyone watching can understand. Rolling checks when the GM presents you with problems, me, saying random bullshit to them. I will require a specific skill roll, or they can just offer some random bullshit of one of the skills to fix it. They will be rolling 2d6, adding their relevant score, and if it's above whatever I decide the DC is, base level's 9, they succeed. Some is individual, some will be teamwork. If they fail, they take 1 point of pride damage. They have 3 points of pride starting with to work with. Critical failure is 2 1s for the D6s. Critical success is 2 6s. If they get a critical success, whatever stat they were rolling with, get a +1 to it. Caps at 4. There's a sort of similar system to advantage and disadvantage, called edge and drawback. Simply if they have anything related that I decide to give them advantage to, or a skill that says they get an advantage towards it, they get an edge. If it's something they don't have or disadvantageous, they get a drawback. It is simply edging and drawback is you get more dice to add to it. If you have an edge, you're going with 3 dice. If you have 2 edge, you got 4 dice, and you take the 2 highest. If you have drawbacks, you take the lowest. They cancel out in a 1-to-1 ratio. The stats, which is my favorite part of this. We have heart, your passion, compassion, and honor. Used to keep your word and stay positive, and resist heartburn. Interest. What assorted, mostly unhelpful topics you're weirdly knowledgeable on. Use whatever random facts about dinosaurs come in handy. You get to pick your own autism with this one. Macho. Your bravery and likelihood to rush into problems head first. Used if you ever need to show off or put a brave face or pose. Biceps. How strong and physically fit you are. Used for physical activity or showing off those rippling muscles. Or if maybe you need to grate some cheese on your abs. Yeah, you know, get like a sweaty, nice salty pasta sauce there. Obliviousness. You can't be tricked because you weren't paying attention. Some people believe that in the hallmark of purity. Used to resist deception or temptation. As said, everyone starts with 3 pride earlier. When you fail a check, you lose 1 pride. At 0, you still participate in the game. And checks, as long as someone in the group still has them. But you can no longer use your class abilities or grant any form of edge nor benefit from edge. Critical success does not bring you back. Character-wise, I'm not gonna read all of this over exactly. The players have their own stuff. It's just basically you got a paladin, a bard, a barbarian, and a monk, and they got their own little skills that if they come up, well, I'll just let them describe shit how they want to and have fun with that. Every player gets one special item that they can use as a tool, and it's their special unique item, and everyone has a special skill that gives them edge on it. Setting wise here, we're going with a sort of Mad Max style, just blasted wasteland, starting off in Detroit, Michigan. But people were still finishing up character stuff, so Tabletalkers proceed to talk in bullshit and finish up what we were doing here. Unless you guys finished your stats while I was talking.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that's the most professional opening we've actually had.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I finished most of mine.
All right.
A little bit.
I think Eric's had his, like, done, except for, like, the item which he sent me beforehand. Medina, you got all your goodies there?
Yep.
Oh.
How far are you into your bottle?
I got first glass.
I was really hoping you'd just say, yep.
I just got the thing open. Give me
I
like
know.
30 minutes.
30 minutes isn't long, buddy.
It's a big bottle of wine. You can't just drink it like
Oh.
You can.
All right, you guys. You
So
guys
you don't just have 4 straws linked and just leaning back and.
Well, if it was like a
Slowly but
sweeter
surely.
wine, I could easily drink it, no problem. This one's like a little bitter, dry. I don't really know about wine. I just drink it.
Fair enough. You guys got your D6s?
Yeah.
Aaron, brother.
Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to do anything like that tonight. Like, not all night. My voice would break.
It's not the only thing that's gonna break.
Jesus Christ.
Buddy, I already said I don't plan on having any decency tonight. You don't need to encourage this.
I am the
All right.
pinnacle of bad advice. Or that's not advice. What's the fucking term?
Listen, we're kind of like All Might, except for when we say we're here. It's not the phrase "to help" with a question mark should be added behind it.
Oh no, I will always be the devil on the shoulder. I was like, oh, should I really do this? I'm like, yes. Here's a straw. Do the line.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. You guys got your dice?
Yep.
Oh,
46. All right. So, panning camera outward, just across just blasted, grayed out city with a light snowfall going over it. Some muddy roads leading the way. Street thugs out about. A low rumbling on the road. Medina.
Mm-hmm.
Describe your character, your vehicle, and what you are doing to get these people out of the way if you're not just running their asses over.
All right. Driving a. I'll leave it. What are the crazies called in Mad Max, the new one?
I haven't. Fury Road or the new one?
Yeah, Fury Road. I forgot what the boys are called. Something.
Oh, it's been so
like-
long since I've seen it.
Let's go with a wasteland version of a 66 Plymouth Fury. You know, armored up, no windshield, no windows.
What color?
Gonna go with like a bit of worn off black. You can see the paint underneath the silver. Silver or gray, where it's been sandblasted. No roof. It's got I guess like a downward plow, just with a specific purpose. You're going over that plow. Or under it.
All
I've
right.
never seen Conan the
Right.
Barbarian.
What
Similar
kind
to
of
what he's
Plymouth
wearing.
is this? I'm bad at cars, and I'm
66.
trying to Google.
66
Plymouth?
He posted in the
Fury.
chat, I believe.
Oh damn! It didn't load for me. I didn't see it.
Which
Oh
chat did I put it in?
shit! Nice.
Yep, like that. Just a no roof, no windshield.
Just wind, wind just blasting in your face. Just dun.
How else am I gonna get my blonde flowing hair to go in the wind?
Just run that over. There's just a splash of blood just on the front of your car. One of the bodies just rolls through, hits the
Oh,
like
that's
the
what the
framing
plows.
of the top, rolls over.
We're just flinging them over.
Just thump behind you.
He's got a good, Conan Barbarian outfit going on. With the like the leather. Not a. What is it, a circlet? It goes around your forehead.
Another band that'll circle it. I think they
Yeah.
kind of qualify.
He's got a chain wrapped around his it's going around his back.
All right, as you're going forward towards your destination, Arik,
Hello.
you wake up. You were taking a nap on your bike. You just you feel a bump like you're moving on the road, but you're not driving. You're in complete blackness. I say complete blackness. More like mostly dark. There's a bit of light poking in, and kind of bump, like, sounds like you're in the back of a trailer. You don't remember being in the back of the trailer when you fell asleep. Just fell asleep on the roadside. You're still here though, on it.
Just gonna assume everything's fine. And it's too dark, so I don't need to describe anything yet.
What would you like to do? Unless you're just gonna chill in the ride.
I'm here, man.
All right. Chilling. Matt,
Hey!
you are coming in you're coming in from an overpass, and you can see your destination off in the distance, as
Hell yeah.
there is a twisted steel tower that has been erected. Got a radio signal, I say a big ass radio dish up there. You don't know if it works, but it's the place you were supposed to go. And that's good, but you have the immediate problem of crap. Right, the overpass you're coming in has it's falling apart and dipping down.
Alright. I gotta go across this a little ways, you said, right? Like, gotta go across this so I can get down and go where I'm going?
Yeah.
Is there anything that's upturned, anything that I could use as let's say, as an improvised ramp?
Yeah. There's some debris that's sloped upward.
So as he revs up the engine on his... I'm not as good as Medina at cars. I don't have a car in mind, but more like just a heavy muscle car with like the front end of it stretched out a bit more, making the cab a bit smaller in the back. Some of the like piping running out from the side. It's like it tried to keep it in good shape, but it's the wasteland, so it is what it is.
He's driving a Firebird.
Possibly, man. I'm not good with cars. At least not their names. So he hits there and he sees what's happening. He sees what it is. Got to deal with, and he just, he's gonna look at it and hit the gas and just try to swerve and hit that to get across.
All right.
As he's going, just cranking up his radio or whatever music he has playing.
Give you the first check of the night.
Oh no!
And in the water.
Don't say that. What am I?
This is your car.
Do you have
we're
one for me, or would you rather me have one?
we'll give you the macho on this. Your bravery for hitting this ramp.
Let's do this. Reckless abandon. 10.
All right, you sit there and you rev it. You rev your engine a second, like, yeah, I can fucking hit that. Let's go. As you just hit the gas pedal down, get your speed going, and you fucking just fly it across. You get a bit higher than you thought you were going to, as you momentarily look to your left, and there's a midget being carried away by a pterodactyl. That's fun.
Just give
And
a wave and a nod.
gives you a wave back as you lose back side of it and hit the other side of the.
The dwarf or the pterodactyl?
Honestly, either.
Fair enough. As you hit the ground a bit rough and just wheels sit there and kind of fishtail back and forth a little, either say some tire skids on the roads, wheels screech, and you get back on course.
Also, thank you, Medina. That is a pretty close and pretty decent one of what I was thinking of.
I was thinking between that one and this one.
Thundercook and Falconbird.
I don't know what the second is yet, but
Okay. As soon as I heard you jump in a ramp, I had to post a 69 Dodge Charger.
oh, I'm gonna go with the top one though. Dodge Charger is a classic, but I'm gonna go with the top one.
All right. You spend the next
car. Smoking the bandit.
You spend the next few minutes just rocking out, driving on your way there. As you come down the ramp, and man, there's already kind of a bloody path in the way here. At least people out of the road, and the people that are still in the road are easy to drive around or
Hey, that
over.
means I got a straightaway. Let's see how fast we can get this baby going.
They're already pre flattened out for you some. As Medina, you continue your path along, just thunk, 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 just anyone that is in the road not moving the fuck out of the way. You pull up into just a large opening that almost has like a demolition derby set up with just a large steel tower with a radio antenna set up top of it. As there is one of the most magnificently ripped dudes you have ever seen, just in furs, sitting in front of the tower. It almost looks kind of like Genghis Khan, has that sort of mustache. And just sitting there, just waiting for you. And how would you like to pull in here? You have just a bunch of dudes pretty much just sitting around in those various sorts of leathers and fur. Some of them have old world street clothes. It's almost sort of like a grandstand set up, people just in different parts here.
Do you ever mute yourself and forget you mute yourself? Oh, Medina. Sorry.
Yeah. I was asking Medina how he's pulling in here.
Oh, I know. Sorry. I shouldn't have interrupted. That's my bad.
Oh, no, you're good. You there, brother? All right, something has taken him momentarily.
It was the wine.
Hopefully not, because he might not return from that one.
That's true. I hope it's not the wine.
It'd take more than that. Or if it was poisoned.
In the meantime, I'm still in complete darkness, apparently, in case we want to swap over there.
Yeah. No, that's bad. Since we got a nice transition, you're just bumping along in the road, just kind of like, man, whoever's driving this piece of shit's going kind of slow.
Doesn't really matter so long as my stuff's still okay.
Yeah.
I just kind of blindly pat around the sidecar, make sure that like the melon at the top and the bicycle helmet's doing okay.
Things are doing okay, and then there's just a big bump in the road, whatever's going on, and you hear what sounds like glass breaking. Just a bottle lands on your head. Just you feel just something splash on you. Oh, hey, that's alcohol. That's beer.
And someone's gonna be upset about that.
You're just coating with it. Some of it's on your melon now.
Oh.
You can, some of it's pooling in your sidecar there.
I gotta make myself scarce before things start to mold, I guess. Fire up the engine and just go forward, see what happens.
All right, fire up the engine. Just go forward, sit there, rev it a couple times.
There's no revving, it's just
Oh, no revving? No, just full
not
throttle.
high
Just
energy.
Go. Oh, not even high energy. Just go.
Yeah.
All right. As you just go forward with a little bit of energy, you just bump into a door and kind of just like it creaks open some, and you can see light and a chain holding the two doors together. Now, as they're pushed partially open.
Who the fuck put a chain here? Man. Yeah. Man, they'll be along soon, I guess. Just back up. Go to exactly where I was, turn off the engine.
Just slow. Are you even like actually powering back, or are you just walking the bike back slowly?
Just walk it back slowly.
Walk it back slowly. You just hear some glass crunching.
It's fine.
I was hoping he'd be back by now.
I'm locked in a box.
You could have gone forward and tried more. I don't know. We'll get your character description when you come out into the light. Beautifully beer battered.
What's up?
Hey!
I made some food real quick.
We didn't hear you say you were going.
Oh, my bad. Shit. I think I had my brain game accident.
And we. All right.
Back in business.
Back to functioning. Dysfunctioning. Whatever's needed for this. Muscle car. Medina. Your dude. You were driving SA. You probably didn't hear what I had said before. Gonna re-go over it. Driving SA. Driving around. Thumping through everyone in your way. Just don't running every fool over that doesn't move out of the way. Big ass metal tower. Where you were supposed to be heading. In the middle of Detroit. Huge, just wired together, has a radio antenna at the top of it. Sitting at the front of it, and pretty much just a ragtag thrown together throne, you have just one of the most gloriously ripped men that you have ever seen in furs that looks pretty similar to Genghis Khan. Let's say around it is pretty much almost like a demolition derby set up with just various random people in pieces of leathers and armors, and some of them look almost like they're in a Fallout style power armor around. Neat. That's noise. But pretty much set up in almost like an audience stand. As you're coming in, various vehicles are just parked around, and there's people dicking off, mostly just chilling. How are you parking in this place?
You ever seen Ace Ventura?
Ever seen what?
Ace Ventura.
Yes!
We're doing some rolls.
All right.
Flooring at about 120, hitting the e-brake and turning left. Give me roll some dice here. Yeah, give me a macho check on this, brother. All right. Step out the way. Nice roll. Angle up. That dice landing sideways. It doesn't count. It's literally, you guys are weird. They'll land, and they'll be like, and they won't fall on a number.
Like they sit on the corner?
The heavy metal dice I got, sometimes they'll just land on a corner.
Neat.
I thought it was weird, but they've done it multiple times. That was as a +2. Which one did you? What was stat again?
Macho.
Yeah, +2. 9.
9. All right, as you sit there and you just hit the brake and just sit there as someone just tucks and rolls just out of your way as you just land, as you just park in an empty spot there.
Like a glove.
As you're parking in, is Matt. You said you were picking up speed.
Hell yeah.
You've just been flooring it. You've got fresh blood on the wheels, getting some extra lubricant there, going down the road. You've got a clear path. You've just been hitting it. As you come around a corner, you see another vehicle sit there, and they rev up to full speed, and they hit the brake, and they just spin perfectly into a parking spot out into the stadium you were heading towards. What would you like to do?
You see, they just spun and parked. I want to.
Oh no, that wasn't a spin. I was rolling the car.
Yeah, sorry, spin. That was rolling the car on its side, just crashing head over head.
You know what? I respect this move. I want to make eye contact with him as he starts to settle down. Give him that slight nod, and as I'm coming up, I want to do the bit where he's just speeding up, but he hits the e-brake so it starts to spin, and he wants to put the strap of his guitar on his shoulder, pull the keys out, and step out of the open the door to try step out of the car as it spins to its spot.
Oh, you're pulling a Jack Reacher.
Exactly.
All right, same thing. Give me a macho. Have one edge for just pulling out your guitar and just rocking while doing it.
As he's doing so, I guess actually if he succeeds, he's just gonna put the sunglasses down and on as he walks out.
Did you describe yourself?
I have not yet. I suppose I can now as he steps out of the car.
Yeah, do that.
So Macho would put that at an 11 total, so I think that's a success.
That is a success, yes.
Success 4 is 9.
Oh, success floor is 9. Meet 9 or above 9?
9 or above is success. Anything lower is a fail.
Okay.
Well,
I've had lucky with machos. So as he comes up and guns and it hits the floor, he slides it on, and you see as he steps out of the car, boot first, with one of the old black leather cowboy boots, which is gonna be a similar theme here, running up to the black leather pants, jacket on top of it, a number of rings on his finger, and a couple silver necklaces on it. A huge, sticking way out in front of his head pompadour of black hair oiled and slicked out as he flicks out a pair of sunglasses and puts them on and starts to stroll towards the building as the car screeches into spot, and he pockets his keys.
All right. You two are there. You've locked eyes. You've met. Briefly, in spirit at least.
Yeah, my good old. Hit my chest twice. He said.
And as you're acknowledging that, you hear a just from a semi truck coming in. As back down from that same road you were on, what probably used to be going slow is picked up a bit more speed. As Arik in the back there, you're kind of getting a bit bumpy with it now.
Fasten the seatbelt of my sidecar. It does absolutely nothing, but it makes me feel better.
You're protecting the melon.
There's just a pile of fruit there, but the melon's on top of a little bicycle helmet just strapped to it.
You okay? Yeah, hey, it might bounce out. Keep it safe.
Yeah.
What does it have? Wait, on its little bicycle helmet, does it have little eye protectors?
No, it's obviously just a child's bicycle helmet that they found out to be the same size.
I was gonna ask, you were just gonna pull the eye protector down over it.
No.
Do you have a helmet like that?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. But shit's picking up, and Medina, right next to where you had parked, as you were about to get out of the car, this thing does not slow down and just plows into the two cars that were next to you, to your left, and just rams them forward as it just continues to skid to a halt. Arik, you're just kind of jumbled around back there as more shit just goes everywhere, everything breaking.
Can I obliviousness on my motorcycle just to be fine?
Yeah.
Cool.
Quick
Does that
question:
give
Did you
me
just
an
hit
edge
my
because
fucking
of
car?
riding?
You're on your motorcycle? You're good.
Okay.
No, it does not hit your car.
Okay.
That is a success.
As everything smells of alcohol now. Comes to a break. Medina, you can smell the booze coming out of there.
It's a good quality. That doesn't matter.
What? Doesn't matter. Questionable. Kind of mixed. As rather large man in flannel, massive beer belly steps out, gives you a nod, and just heads back. He came out of the passenger side of the truck. And Arik, that chain that was there drops slack. As you can see, as someone opens up the back of the truck, you're just there eye to eye. You're just there eye to eye with them.
As the light finally opens on this comparatively scrawny character, like probably old rocker stuff is what you would think the aesthetic is. Jeans, like a black vest, nothing underneath, a little headband on just to like stop the sweat. Longer, like darker hair. Oh, hey man, you locked me in your trailer, but like, and some of your beer spilled. I didn't do it though, so like, you okay?
How the fuck do you get it? They were putting shit in there with a How the fuck did they forklift you in there? You're not on a pallet. The hell?
I don't know. Here, and I'll just reach into the sidecar. You want an orange?
Hell yeah.
Cool. I'll leave now. Goodbye.
He does not peel the orange, he just puts the entire thing in his mouth and swallows.
That's fine.
As you drive out, cloud of alcohol following you, just you can hear it just pitter-pattering on the ground coming out the back of the truck there. And as you hear a kind of like a staticky crackling, like really, really shitty mic that sits there and crackles a few times over some speakers and kind of does just that loud screeching noise like someone's adjusting it. As the big dude sitting on a throne, sitting there like tapping a mic, he looks a bit confused why it's not working. Tries to like say something into it and it's just immediately just Arik, how are you parking all this, if you are even parking?
Just kind of started to drive away, and then it's like, oh, something's happening. So probably just like on whatever sidewalk they happen to be going over at the time.
This thing working? Okay, good. Alright, so all you fuckers here have come here for some reason or another. We put an ad out to give you people money, booze, maybe some power armor. See if you don't fuck this up. Alright, so our city of Iron here has come under duress. I know that's a big word for a lot of you, but it means shit's fucked. Someone has stolen the power rock. We need you to go get it back. I don't care who gets it back, but whoever gets it back first, I will try to accommodate your wishes. The Canadians to the east have taken it with their army of geese. They came in the night. Well, I don't care how you get there, but you may have to cross the rivers, the lakes. That's your problem, though. Any questions? Someone goes to raise their hand, and he just chucks the mic and just smashes it like perfectly into their mouth. You just like clean through the teeth, as you see almost like a Dragon Ball Z style bulge out in the back of their neck. As he then just raises his voice to accommodate, like he didn't need the mic at all. All right. Yep. Pair up however you want. Work in teams. Don't give a fuck. Go get my rock back so we can power the city. Otherwise, you fucks will freeze to death. And we won't be able to make more beer. Or electricity. Fuck are you all still standing there? Get the fuck to work.
I got a question. The fuck's it look like?
It's a giant green radioactive looking rock.
I got a question. What's radioactive?
It glows a nice, pretty green.
Hey,
And if you pick it up, you'll feel a nice tingly warmth. All right, you guys get one more question. I'm throwing a chair at someone.
If the city's under a dress, can't you just, like, find a tailor?
He just picks up his throne and just throws it at the nearest person, which looked to be just someone chilling by, and just splatters them.
Fuck that guy.
It wasn't them.
Dumbass shouldn't have been standing there.
Is that a charity case? Oh, he's dead. Never mind.
They do not have much of an upper half of their body. A few of the people around got towards the back of that beer truck and have just been holding their heads under the back of the truck where it's just been dripping out.
Hey, man, you got any fresh ones?
If shit ain't broken, it's fresh.
How much?
I already got paid. Take the shit you want.
Yeah.
Oh, my job was drive it here. It's here.
How many years do people bending down trying to drink it as a steps? I'm in the truck.
How big is your dude?
What a good 6 foot.
All right. You don't really like break your spine, but you just kind of just like feel some back popping, like air coming out. You just step on one of them and prop yourself up.
Gonna grab 2 cases, hand it to the guy that toss the case over to let's tell the man hop out of the car with the keys.
I'll catch that look his way and says, "You know, I think you're my kind of guy. What do you say we take this ride together?"
That can mean more than one thing.
Hey, I'm open.
Apparently they need their privacy, but apparently also, if this thing
I can
doesn't get
multitask.
found,
Don't judge me.
then, like, people start to freeze and die. So I'm just gonna start the motorcycle and head in the direction I believe they said.
Towards the east.
Just
All
gonna
right.
go eastward.
Rev up your say, not rev. Just are you heading there like particularly fast or just at like a
Oh
normal?
man, I'm just puttering it along.
Like a normal road speed as other people getting say hooting and hollering, get in various vehicles and have been driving off. You just kind of casually like turn back around and all right. You see someone riding a velociraptor just come by you, just pop, 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 just hearing the feet slap against the road.
The fuck did you get one of those?
That was passing by Eric's dude.
Oh.
Also,
Just
do we have names?
because- Yeah, just because this is A, the inaugural video for this channel, and B, whatever, I'm going to introduce myself. I am Arik Botsford. I say my entire name because most of the other stuff we've done is on my personal channel. And my character for today's thing is Lars Yumbucket.
I was just gonna let you guys introduce yourself in character this time, but you're not going with the rest of the group, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe not. But
Well,
yeah.
they might catch up, but I don't know what they're doing other than apparently fucking in the back of the car.
Ideas to master your spelling. Listen, if you're gonna fuck in the back of the beer truck, be careful of glass. Yep. Alright. Alright, well you two are yeah. Well, Lars is puttering along there. How about you two introduce yourself since you're having a beer together?
Name's Simone, and yours?
Graham.
Please post in chat. Also. So I can remember.
I'm going that way. Hold on.
Grab my keyboard. Alcohol was in the way.
You're right, that bottle was in the way of getting back in your car. You need to finish it now.
You said that 2 bottles ago.
On Bell Moon.
It corrected my name now. That is not how you spell it.
Graham
mean,
Cracker.
Fuck it.
GRAM. Graham.
Plop.
Fixed. Alright. Alright. Now, Thaddeus, you need to do editing magic and just slap their name somewhere on the screen.
I am doing that right now, actually.
I was gonna say in post, but that works.
I
I
just
would
do
do
it
it
right
in
now.
post, because then you can have it there from the start.
I can just do it in post. I'll just
Still
do it in
muted.
post.
Are we responding to nothing?
No,
Wait.
you're responding to me. I unmuted myself for the purpose of responding.
Wait. So Thad is just gonna sit here and loom over us like some unknown, unseeable deity. So I vote in the name and spirit of the ancient Greeks. We just call him Sky Daddy for the purposes of the Himbo system.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's not. I mean, I don't know. He hasn't been like Zeus wanting to fuck everything.
I'm gonna stick with dude.
The great dude in the sky.
Yeah.
The great dude in sky.
I'm going to have to edit.
Dude in the sky. Yes. You know what? I'm here for it.
Brother Nature.
What time is it?
I think I like that
Okay,
one.
Brother
more.
Nature's a good one. Brother Nature's a really good one.
Brother Nature, fix this in post.
Let's go.
By the way, I haven't really eaten.
Why did I sign up for this?
You know, I honestly don't know.
Thaddeus, you're playing your thing for Gestalt when we start that as a cleric druid. You're Brother Nature.
Depending on his rank, he could be Father Nature.
No, that's the end of the game.
That's his promotion.
This is the teaser for the Gestalt that hasn't been announced.
He's gonna evolve from bromance to daddy issues, understood.
Random announcement.
Thaddeus, it's your job to make all this make sense.
I already know what I'm going to do for this part when I get to it. When I'm
Crying.
editing.
I mean,
Out.
Cut it out. If we're on the table talker shit, isn't part of it being able to, table talk and just bullshit?
That's why I can't cut it out.
Hey, what? I mean, nah, I'm not gonna have you cut this and edit. I'll just do it at the end before we close with the upcoming announcement stuff. All right. Back to you two having a beer in your cars. Or sit. Whatever plan you were about to have. Graham and Simon. Or Simone, however it's pronounced.
Come again?
You two. We're drinking. Deciding shit. You now know what a radioactive rock is.
Indeed.
I'm holding
Plan, God, whatever the fuck
I'm
you
holding
doing.
like 3 beers in each hand, like in between my fingers, and just drinking them all up.
All right.
Do you think we've given them enough of a head start? I say we make a move then.
It's fine. I got shine in this car. That'll make it go faster. Got that white light.
Are you just pouring a thing of moonshine into your gas tank?
That's the only thing in the gas tank.
Are you pouring more of it in though?
Yeah.
Top it off.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuel in the rocket ship. Here we go.
Load that shit up. All right. How would the three of you getting towards the city limits describe how each of you want to drive in what way?
Just going, man.
If there's anything in front
No
of me, it's not there
deviation
no
in
more.
speed. No matter what they are on or what's in the way.
All right.
I need to pronounce that real quick. Doggo stomach not doing good. You take her back out.
You said you got to take dog out?
Yeah, her stomach not doing too good.
That is not good. Yes, please do not. Yeah, we don't need another incident. Yeah. All right. All right. Back to it. Driving. Lars, you have decided you will just be driving at your own pace and just kind of doing your own thing there. If people come by you, you just go move out of the way. If people are in front of you, you just go around them.
Yep. I'm not really paying any heed to any obstacles or whatnot unless it's absolutely required to go around it.
Well, obstacle may be coming from the rear here as white lightning driven up, let's say, hopped
That
up
was the deal
vehicle.
with my car too.
Excellent. As white lightning appears to be getting pedal to the metal and just plowing through shit once again.
You can see him grab one of the jerry cans and start drinking out of it.
Give me an obliviousness. What do you say? Give me an obliviousness for brain function names. Simon.
Simone.
Simone. Give me an oblivious Simone. Have an edge for alcohol.
I need another D4. D6.
Things you don't see on the road are not your problem.
$14.
Is that double sixes?
I got a 3. I got a 3 to my obliviousness.
Okay, so that's a 5 and 6.
Yeah.
All right. And Morgan Graham. You just driving behind him, letting everything get plowed through.
Hey, he wants to make way for us. He can make way.
All right. He's plowing through stuff, making way. He's just ramming through shit. Lars.
Hi.
Things are going through. Other people had a head start on you for the most part. The only person that's really other people that only one that's really like been within eyesight for the most part that isn't in a broken down shit box that you've just kind of veer to the left, veer to the right, go around them. the person riding a Velociraptor has kind of been like, only slightly faster than you. And from behind, you just hear loud ass engine revving, blaring down the road. Whatever music he has on. What kind of music do you have on if you have any on?
Which one of us? Or either of us?
Either or both.
Are we on a highway? Because I believe there's only one acceptable
Kickstart
answer
my
at
heart.
those moments.
You're
What'd you
heading
say?
towards the highway.
Kickstart my heart.
Oh, you know what? It's his time. It says we'll alternate song choices. That's the buddies for the drive.
All right. Wait, did you leave your car there and just passenger with him, or you just driving behind him?
I think I'm driving behind him. If we hit a smooth patch, I'll drive up next to him.
All right. Lars,
Get a convoy going.
how would you like to get out of the way of this?
Just lazily shift aside, trusting fully in the fates to let it not hurt me. Completely, one could say, oblivious.
Roll, give it to me. Roll that obliviousness.
Success.
What do we got?
Want the numbers, or do you want the success or fail thing? Because this is a specific system thing.
Give me the numbers in case I decide to raise or lower something for difficulty.
All right, then in that case, we are sitting at a 14.
I see. You two are just going full throttle driving through. Lars, you kind of it's like you hear it coming. Do you even look back, or do you just go and just putter on over to
Minimal.
putter on over to the far, just right side of the road as those two just blare on by, and just music blaring. What I can get away with even making somewhat air guitar noises for copyright, to be honest there.
Just shoot him finger guns as we go past.
And as you're doing that, you hear a thump as it gets hit over their car as a Velociraptor just lands on your hood.
Hey, I don't give no free rides up in here.
As the guy that was riding it's just there kind of hanging on. Nice ride.
It is.
You slow down for a second so I can get off.
Look at my thing. Look at their speed. I can catch back up, and I'll just let them off. I'll slow down to probably 20, 30, let them pop off, and then speed back up.
When you slow down to slow enough, they just kind of thanks, just slide off the side with their raptor. They're still just almost on a saddle, just kind of stuck there as the raptor just stiffly rolls off. Just thunk on back on the road. You pick back up speed.
Nice guy.
Lars just puttering on by the guy with the raptor getting back up. So as he pulls out what looks to be some kind of just jerky and giving it to him. It's okay, Snookups. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Are you two okay? I'll just kind of bring the motor to a slow and stop for a moment.
I got hit by a car.
Man,
so
I
did my
can tell. Here, I'll get into the sidecar and just hand them a banana. Here you go, man.
What's that?
It's a fruit.
What's that?
Just eat it, you'll be fine. And in the point of that, I'll actually spend one of my pride points to make them feel a little better, because that had to have been a failure for them.
I'm not rolling shit for
I don't
NPC.
care, I have no fears. I'm doing
All right.
it.
Sits there, peels it open, sniffs it. Just kind of stops when they're sniffing it for a second. Just puts a finger on one of their nostrils and blows out the others. You see a tooth come out. And clears out the other side. Eats the banana.
All right, you both be careful now. Vroom.
Whatever I can taste over my blood is pretty good.
Just leaving.
All right. Same speed.
Velociraptor Man and Velociraptor will remember this. Same speed. Continuing on.
Puttering along. All right. You sit there and you putter along. You get and say, Lars, you have, for the most part, a relatively easy trip over the next few hours. As you notice, most things that appear to be in the way have already been cleared out by something.
I'll do basic assisting people if anybody looks injured and alive, but that's about
Most
it.
Most people you see would be what you would qualify as not salvageable.
See any stuff that I need to add to the motorcycle's gear cache? Go ahead and do that then, because they're not using it anymore.
Yeah, if you want to just take some people's shit to add for scrap or repairs.
Basically.
You're good. Yeah. All right. Back at Simone and Graham. You two, going ahead. Say full speed for a couple hours, heading out down the highway. You get out of the city limits, where the road's a bit shittier, and you're just kind of heading off towards the direction for people. At a point, you have two other people that are kind of just going full speed off in the distance at various points. And one of them, you see out of the ground just a giant sandworm. Its head is the head wouldn't swallow the car, but it's easily big enough to swallow a person. Just come out of the ground and flip one of their vehicles.
Okay.
And as you're seeing this, someone reaches out from upside down out of the window. You see what looks like one of those power armored fists, almost like a pneumatic press. Just think of Iron Man with the Hulkbuster suit, where it's just punch, just back to forth, just grab the worm and just start punching over and over rapidly like that as they get drug out of the car and are just flailing in the air with it punching.
It's just funny to think.
Yes.
Is he even hitting the worm now, or is it just pistoning off now?
Is what?
Is he even hitting the worm now, or is it just punching air now?
No, he's punching the worm when he can.
Hammering that worm, I see.
All he's gonna do is just tenderize it.
What'd you two like to do? You can just ignore this shit if you want to.
I grabbed the wheel for a second.
Oh shit, he just leans out crossed from his car to grab the
He's just gonna
wheel.
stand up and just with his chains make a little lasso and just come here,
The worm or the person?
person.
Okay. Fucking give me a biceps check. Give me a biceps check and edge with your chain.
Hell yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
+1.
So it's basically, from what I was reading, it says roll 3 dice and take the 2 highest, right?
Yep.
That's a double 6 plus 3.
Oh, fine.
Plus 2.
Brother, your biceps have increased. Critical success. Your muscles, you sit there and you just slam back some of your beers that you took in there. and crawl out the other side of the window, pull up the lasso, and say, you know, pull up your chain and make a lasso of it and just sling, and you just grab this guy perfectly like around the neck and like one shoulder.
Come here,
Yank
brother.
away. Just free him from the worm. As he's now just being drug across the sand by you.
I was gonna
That
start pulling and dragging him up.
as he's getting dragged across, he sits like fumbling to press a button to get the pneumatic arm has not stopped. It's just been there punching in the air the entire time. It's like fumbling with it, trying to get it to stop, punching some buttons before it finally kind of just whirs down, just thump, like thump, 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 thump.
Yeah, everybody loses steam eventually.
As you just take him into the passenger seat.
Yeah, a little trouble there beating up the worm.
I said sometimes you beat the worm, sometimes the worm beats you.
It's fine. Take this. Take a little drink of this. Hand him a gas can.
Sniffs it. Kind of does like a little sniff at first, and then kind of a little like sticks his tongue out, just like get a little tiny bit of it. Oh, that's the good shit. And then just proceeds to just pound.
That's that holy water made by yours truly.
Sounds like you got a still somewhere out there.
Bring it with me. It's in the trunk.
Wait, you got the still and you haven't shared?
Just pulling up next to him.
I had to lean. No, he said take the wheel. I was leaning out the window to steer.
That's right.
You ain't been seeing me drinking on this gas can. Here you go.
You just pass the gas can through the window.
Drag back.
I
take
got
a
3 or
swig.
4 more right there in the back seat. Ain't no one sitting there.
So for above game, are we literally just drinking like strip the paint moonshine shit?
Strip the
Yes.
Okay.
wasteland kind of moonshine.
Hell yeah, burn that throat clean.
This engine's probably the cleanest it's ever been.
As you now have just acquired a new passenger here.
Hey, is it yours? It's up to you.
So,
Nancy morning, how about you?
Richter, you okay if I just chill with you guys?
That's fine.
As I
That's
have to
That was
say, as they have sort of like a miniaturized like power armor suit on, mostly, as a lot of it's really rusty, looks like it's barely functioning. It looks like probably only that power arm is the really thing that only works, aside from most of it just looks like it's more for protection. Like, the face is just halfway gone on it, as you can see, just bald kind of dark-skinned dude. So,
You don't go to church too often, do you?
they still have those?
The church of games.
Oh. They blew the one up near my house.
They get you some cinder blocks, tie something on it.
So, what are you guys gonna ask for when you bringing the rock back?
Ain't thought that far ahead.
I just kind of want a place to eat and sleep and drink booze.
I thought he said only one thing. That's the ring.
Shit.
I mean, he has got that math there.
Fuck, I gotta rethink.
You asked for a tavern. It's all 3 in 1.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Regular
As
genius in here.
as you guys are pulling up to what looks like a giant dump / scrapyard. And it's like, you guys would be uphill coming down into this, as you can see brain function. Lake next to Michigan. Which one is it? It's on the right side. Lake. It's not Lake Michigan. That's on the left side. Lake Huron. Actually, wait, no. Sorry. Lake St. Clair. It's one of the smaller ones. As you guys are pulling up to one of the lakes that you were told you'd probably have to be crossing, you got this just giant ass scrapyard in between. As you guys are having sun is starting to set.
Land of the Saints. Hey, how late we thinking on going tonight, my good road buddy?
Yeah, how far were we ahead now? Or did we catch up?
If you're talking about Eric's character, you passed him before you left the city. Before you left
I'm saying
Detroit.
like the other people who were ahead of him.
Oh, a lot of people you just ran off the road, as you saw some of the other ones. You saw some of the other ones that were there out in the wasteland. You caught up to some of them. Some of them pulled up into this junkyard up ahead of you, and went different ways. So it's kind of hard to see actually in the junkyard.
I think it'll be good here.
Well, let's see what we can find for the night then.
All right, you guys pull in. You can see a few. There's one place that you can kind of see coming in here that looks like it has some light. You can see coming up from the ground, like like from some of the scrap. It's not a fire bin, at least. Looks like this place might have some kind of electricity.
Oh, good. I can set my alarm clock. Grab your jumper cables.
I'm sorry, did you just say as you pull out jumper cables?
Yeah, I'm the alarm clock.
As you guys are pulling into the junkyard, I'll describe a bit more of that in a second.
Where
Lars.
does it attach?
Yeah.
Me.
Lars, you come across as you're going across the wasteland with the sun starting to set behind you. You come across a very sad-looking giant worm out of its hole.
Just kind of slowly pull to a stop, look over at it. What's up, big guy? What's the matter?
You can see that it's got a bit of blood coming out from a few parts, and where its mouth opening is, it's just bruised, and it looks kind of like one of its teeth are broken.
Oh man. Here, I know what you like. And I go into the sidecar and grab a coconut. Here you go. And I'll just hand it palms flat, as if about to hand feed a fucking worm, because he's an idiot.
Fucking give me just a
Heart?
Oh yeah, I was looking between obliviousness or heart. Yeah, give me a heart one on this.
Critical success.
What?
Critical success.
All right, increase your heart if it is not capped.
Well, no stats can't be. You can only have 3. Starting out anyway.
Oh, now it's capped.
Yes.
I thought one of the things had a +2 on it. No, I just read that wrong. Anyway.
Yep.
As you proceed to give a worm that could swallow you whole a coconut, and just go over there and just set it in its mouth. As what you could equate to the sounds of a whimpering puppy perking up, kind of just Slurp. Just close his mouth as you hear a bit of a crunching noise.
Pat its worm head, and then continue along my way.
And it's like after you pat its worm head for a moment, it just slithers back into its little hole in the ground. I say little hole in the ground, but it's a fucking hole that you could just a vehicle could fall into.
I probably still collect some random artifact from someone that thing absolutely fucking destroyed 20 minutes prior, and then just go along my way.
Yeah, there's a flipped vehicle over there.
I can't gather that though. It's really heavy.
Yeah, but there's shit inside of it.
I don't want to spend that long. Just like cursory examination.
Take their fucking windshield. Or not windshield, take their mirrors.
Blonk. Entire fucking. Well, it depends. Are my mirrors okay?
Got some like kind of got some like beer residue on them. A bit sticky.
Okay. Is there a random dead guy in the car?
Yeah.
Just kind of rip up a piece from their shirt that looks relatively clean, clean up my mirrors, and then continue along my merry way.
Clean is relative. It's less smeared now.
I didn't think it'd be perfect, man.
Good enough. As you putter on along back into the evening sun. All right. Back at the junkyard. Also, starting to get kind of cold out there, Lars.
I put on 2 more dead people jackets.
All right. Extra layer. As Simone and Graham, taking a minute to process these names each time, but Simone and Graham, as you two are back at the junkyard, how would you? How would you?
Junkyard? Are we about to get jumped? I'm scared.
Sorry, I was thinking about Simone fucking jumping his nipples with a fucking car battery being the alarm clock.
Oh no, it's put on his neck.
All right, that works too. But at the junkyard, are you guys going to investigate that light, or are you guys just pulling over somewhere and just crashing?
No, fuck that. Personally, light sounds awesome.
He's got power. I'm using the power from that jump me.
All
hey,
right.
lights mean people. People mean booze.
As you guys pull in to a place, you guys pull into pretty tight corridors at places of just scrap and shit piled up, and there is what looks to be a makeshift sort of like motel set up with a landing strip behind it going like just straight into the lake in terms of direction, with a group of people around some floodlights that are sitting there with a spit roast of a moose. And someone is just wearing the chopped off moose's head, rotating it, the rest of it. As you guys approach with the vehicles, before you can even park, the guy with the moose head, like, rotates his body. But think about how the old Batman suit couldn't, like, turn its head and body separately.
Oh, it's just the whole thing.
Yeah. Just the entire upper body rotates as one.
Look at that.
Oh, is that it? Oh, sorry. I thought you
No.
were gonna say something. Who was gonna say something?
No, they just turn and look at you as you guys pull in.
Hey there, Moose Man. How you doing today?
Today is a delicious day, brothers.
That do look mighty tasty. You
Yeah,
mind if
ran
we
it over.
stop in for the night?
Yeah, sure. Come on in, brothers. Name's Roadkill.
Great.
Simone.
And as you guys come over by the fire, a rather large, what looks to be wild boar, just walks on by and just grabs one of the moose legs and just yanks it off. Damn it, Spanky, that wasn't ready. You just can't. You're not gonna listen. That's Spanky, my hog. He's a good boy. You can pet him if you like.
Oh, I can't pass up that opportunity. I got Best Spanky. Reach out and give him good old stretches.
Spanky just appears to be oblivious as it is just sitting there and crunching a moose leg.
Oh,
Like-
he got an appetite.
Like, you know how when a dog has a big bone, they kind of cross their legs over it and just sit down, hold it in place. It's just sitting there and stripping the flesh off and gnawing.
Good little piggy.
Hey, you guys got any fuel by chance?
Stands up, walks and grabs a gas can.
I was gonna ask if I had any extra fuel.
Yeah.
I got about 3 or 4 cans in the back.
I got a few left. I could spare a bit.
All right. How would you fine gentlemen feel about helping me tomorrow? I've got a dream I've always wanted to do, but I gotta get my plane up and flying. It needs more fuel. And I've been gathering shit from everything I scrap here, but it's not enough. That might be enough there with it.
Got a plane?
Yeah.
You got a dream.
Yeah.
Can you fly?
Close, I can do something like it.
Good enough.
Ooh.
All
So
right.
we're gonna ride high tomorrow. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So what are you
All right.
thinking we're doing tomorrow?
All right. Well, we're gonna do a bombing run on the river, and if we see any geese along the way, we're just gonna ram into them.
You know, speaking of geese, this moose here looks mighty Canadian. Did
Yeah,
you happen
fuck
to
it.
see any bucking off through here?
Oh yeah, I run them over any chance I get. That's why I got the name Roadkill. That's a lie. My parents named me that, but I kind of earned it after a while.
Well, Roadkill, I think you've given us just a little bit extra help there.
Oh, hey, what's your guy's name?
Simone.
Graham.
Your power armored friend is kind of tipsy. Yeah, I'll get back to you later on that one. I forgot.
Yeah, he's been drinking this. Pulls a gas can.
Hey, we can put some of this in the fuel tank too.
It's that white lightning.
As he just kind of cuts you off some almost like kebab style, cuts you I'm going blank on the giant fucking meat tower of different slices made, but kind of just cuts you off a chunk of moose meat.
Shawarma?
Might be shawarma I'm thinking of.
That's the only one I can think of.
But just cuts you off a chunk of moose meat and hands it to you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, he's sharing his moves. Hell yeah.
As Lars, a couple hours later, you pull up to a junkyard, and you can see the designated lake to be crossing.
It's getting pretty late. Should probably find somewhere relatively warm and take a nap. Wake up tomorrow.
So you can see that the light that was forementioned for the other group.
Just driving nearer to where it's probably like in the confines of it, and then probably just finding some burnt out husk to relax in.
Okay, so you're not going to pull in with the rest of the group.
Nah, those people are crazy. Have you seen them?
Yeah. Alright, so you're just going to pull into some kind of wreckage that can keep the snow off of you.
Yeah.
Alright. You got a tarp or any kind of thing to just cover up your bike?
Probably an unholy assortment of dead people things, but it'll work.
Yeah, that works. Throw the tarp over, just gather up some blankets and shit around you. And
Yeah.
and just random clothing, scraps of shit taken.
Mhm.
You curl up somewhere for the night. Okay. See how well this more like cold.
That is a solid 12.
Alright. Yeah, fuck the cold. We're used to this shit.
That's a great plan.
You have an amount of blankets that would make any burrito jealous of just random shit you've taken off dead people. If anything, you just kind of take the arms off of jackets and tie them together and wrap up. As for the other two of you, you guys actually get kind of a motel to go sleep in, and as Roadkill opens the doors, all right, let's get out of the cold, and just picks up one end of the moose kill, and Spanky grabs the other side of the stake that was on. He just drags the moose in. All right, let's get out of the cold, get some sleep. Big day tomorrow.
We gotta fly high.
And like if a second after he walks in, you just hear a couple gunshots go off. Just flashes of it. I'm okay.
Was that from inside the motel?
Yeah.
Well, he said he was okay. Follow him on in.
All right.
Someone appeared. Yeah. There is people sitting at a table with what looks like they were gambling some kind of, say, food scraps. As you see someone just kind of raking them in, and a sawed-off double-barrel shotgun on the table. As the other person is just slumped back without a head. You guys want to play? You guys want to play Russian roulette? You go first.
Not really my forte.
Ah, come on! What do you got to lose? As he just
I
kind
like
of
to shoot my shot here and there. Let's go run around.
as he is saying that and just like rummaging through the pockets of the guy without a head. Ooh, jerky!
What do they play Russian roulette with?
Come on. It
Double-
looks like a double barrel.
A double-barrel shotgun.
That's what I said. I was walking up to him, sitting down. I was like, all right, I like to shoot my shot. Let's have a round.
He opens the double barrel, puts 2 more shells in. All right, there you go.
Want to like sit there, look at it like I'm looking at the gun, and like try to like look at my opportunity. I want to look over at Roadkill. Is this a friend of yours? He seems pretty fun.
He's just one of the guys. A lot of you guys pulled in. He gave me some jerky, so I said he could stay inside. And he also gave me someone's shoes, and they fit. So,
Cool. And then I just drop it and pull the trigger at him. He just loaded 2 shells in this.
yeah.
I just pull both triggers.
All
you just clean blow this guy's head off.
Hey, look at that! I win.
Oh, he never said where you had to shoot, so that's on him.
Man, now the wall coloring is off. Now it's
Hold
got
on.
a lot more. It's got a lot more
Tilt the
red on
guy.
it.
Walk
What?
the guy around to the other side of the guy. You're like, hold on, and I tilt the chair back. We can paint the other wall.
Well, I mean, like, it's kind of got the old rundown, like, hotel vibe, like, all the wallpapering is kind of like, it's got that kind of, moldy yellowish tint, and it's kind of starting to flake. Now it's just got red splatters on it.
Hey, don't worry. Just give it a little bit of time, and it'll dry into a nice. Add that little like murder mystery to it.
Oh, yeah, you got a good point there. Oh, you think I could do a haunted house and talk about how many people have died in here?
See, opportunities everywhere.
Are you rummaging this guy's pockets?
Absolutely. I won Russian
Alright.
roulette. That means his shit's mine.
All right. Aside from the double barrel shotgun, you got 4 shells for it left. You have any of his clothing that you want, which is just a leather biker jacket, a like a more kind of heavier like raincoat style on top, and t-shirt, jeans, boots, socks that are kind of fucked up. You have 2 pounds of mystery dried meat.
Hey, you know what? You can never have enough fucking sets of boots, jeans, and jackets, so that shit's going right out in the car.
I'm just gonna take the other guy's clothing as well.
Yeah, fuck them. You never know. Clothing's hard to get in the wasteland here.
Yeah,
Well, I don't think you'll be needing that.
it's kind of a shame that the Chinese sweatshop empire got destroyed. They're actually a real help. They kind of actually ran shit for a while when people really needed clothes, and then the riots happened.
Well, shit. Okay. Yeah, everything went a little bit downhill. Harder to get my jackets fixed. A little sad about that.
All right. Well, none of the doors
want a
have
jacket?
working. None of the doors have working locks, so just sleep wherever you want.
Want a jacket, Simone?
Ah, shit.
Oh
Didn't
yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
I'll hand
It
over
is
one
a
of the jackets I got.
It is a size too. It is a size too small.
Just going up. Yeah, Peter Griffin, flex and tear it.
Put it
Yeah.
on. Put it on. Just immediately, just flex and tear it.
If it's no.
Biceps.
Oh.
Oh, I'd say it does.
Actually, give me a biceps roll on that.
All right.
This is the opposite of some of my games where somehow we've gone multiple hours and have serious dialogue without ever rolling a die. Well, barely.
Well, they both landed on the corner. And that's gonna be a 10.
All right, yep. Good enough as you just flex and rip the shit at 5th now.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna lose my voice by the end of this.
As you, where would you guys like to sleep? Just pick a room and lie down, your cars, the floor, anywhere's fine.
No, as Roadkill's getting packed up for that, I'm gonna get ready to head out. I'm gonna roll over to look over to him and like throw an arm over his shoulder as he starts to walk off and be like, "So, I bet we talk about flying high in dreams." As he walks in with him.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck those Canadians. We're gonna do a bombing run. The geese took my parents. Literally, they grabbed them and flew away.
You ain't bomb the Canadians do.
If we see them. Also, I should have enough, but we should be able to bomb some of the Loch Ness monsters in the rivers, but got cloned and deployed there.
Good. Fuck them.
I mean, I don't know if they're Loch Ness monsters or plesiosaurs or Lake Floridon, but they're giant ass fucking sea dinosaur things, and I can't go swimming anymore because of them.
Yeah, plesiosaurs fuck it up for everybody.
Normally, I'm really cool with dinosaurs, but when I can't go swimming anymore, I mean, it's frozen a lot of the time anyways, but when it's warm enough to go swimming, I would like to.
You see, you only got so much time to swim, and then they fuck it up for you.
Also, I mean, I can show my magnificent physique in my swim trunks at any time, but I mean, you don't just put on your swim trunks for anything. If you put them on, you're gonna want to go swimming. And I tried to pretend in the bathtub a few times, but that just made me sad.
Well, hey, I want to see the swim trunks now.
If for some reason we go down and have to be in the water, I will put them on for you, my new friend.
That sounds just peachy.
Also, I will give you guys parachutes. I do not know if they work, but good luck.
Jesus. Well, what's life without a little risk?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Spanky, it's bedtime. Get over here, boy. I gotta go prepare Spanky's bed, otherwise he gets cranky. So if you'll excuse me.
Oh, well, time to find a place to keep warm, I guess.
I need to find an outlet or some kind of electrical wire sticking out of the wall.
You are able to?
Oh, God.
It's like it's a really fucked up, like a clock, and it's got half of an extension cord sticking out one way, and two other halves of extension cord out the other way. Fiddling with the timer on it. It was a good time to get up.
Just plug it in. Plug it in. It gets a little bit of a spark at first, but other than that, seems like it's working.
Clamps it on like his fucking neck.
All right.
Confirmed. It is not a nipple shock.
No, you know when you get like a neck cramp, it's just like nobody tenses up. It's like that.
Jesus Christ. I almost feel like the nipple shock would be nicer.
As you guys turn in for the night. In the morning, you are woken up by your alarm clock as your neck muscle seize up and your entire body just stiffens and you kind of just Give me either a macho or an obliviousness. Actually, no. Give me a macho on this one.
But it was
I don't know. There's heart for resist that heartburn.
as a 9 total.
Right. As you sit there and kind of seize out, and then like just raise your hand up and just grab one of the wires and just disconnect it from your neck.
Plugs from the wall.
Who's cooking in my hotel? You know, if you're supposed to have a fire, you're supposed to take it outside. Why are you smoking?
Clamp.
Now, given circumstances, I'm imagining Lars will be waking up very early on this day because I have a thing that I gotta set in motion before they do.
He asked me why I'm smoking. I'm showing him why I'm smoking. I clamp him.
Pretty much crack of dawn. As you're waking up here.
Put everything away. Look over the situation. Look at the lake. Look north. Look south. That'd be a really long diversion. Find a nearby welding mask. Just kind of fashion it to the top of his head. Alright. Gotta lock in for this one. He's going to set about trying to find random bits of scrap and make it to where the motorcycle can float.
Give me an interest on this one.
That is a 11.
All right, yeah. So are you just like trying to make basically just like a water skid type?
Essentially, by the end of it, it's going to be like motorcycle barrels. It's really shitty. But it'll do the job.
All right.
But I figured I needed time, and I didn't want them to be done.
No, this will take a little bit of time. Yeah, getting at the crack of dawn. All right. Yeah, just getting up at the crack of dawn. Basically, the moment you have light to be able to see shit, you just start rummaging about, and yeah, you can find enough scrap and shit to essentially make flotation devices and get it situated on your bike.
But as soon as that's done, I'm putting a tarp over everything in the sidecar and continuing my puttering.
Yeah. Just putter on down to the lake. All right. Since your thing will have taken a minute on there,
Yeah,
we'll come back to it. Yeah, we'll come back to them and see how things go with your puttering down as I describe what happens. So,
I'm gonna get bombed. It'll be fine.
we're back with Simone and Graham as Roadkill is gonna say, admiring the spectacle of you waking up extra crispy. How was Graham's reaction here? He knew it was gonna.
Smelling mighty fine there, Simone.
It's my morning routine.
It's got me hungry though.
We got leftover moose.
Moose is great. Moose it is.
All right, so you boys after breakfast here, pull up. Go ahead and get your gas ready. Hey, well, didn't you have a third guy? Where'd he go?
Simone, I think your moonshine might have taken him out.
I'll go find him. As I search.
All right. You guys, I'm gonna need you guys to pull your car around and land the strip like all the way to the back. Here in a minute, I'll be waiting for you down there.
All right.
So you go outside and look for your recently acquired buddy that I didn't write the name down because I said it one time and forgot.
It was
I
Richter.
didn't. Yes, Richter. As he's outside, but he's a bit over there and over there and over there. As you see, two rather large wolves just with his torso kind of struggling back and forth.
Huh.
Well, fuck.
Well, Richter's Ripter.
He got Richter apart.
Mm. I'm gonna grab my lasso.
Hey, wolves gotta eat.
You're grabbing your chain lasso.
Still got that power fist.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
good
one of the
choice.
wolves is just kind of trying to get the arm out from the attachment that like the metal. It's like they've ripped the arm.
and just tear it off.
Say they've ripped the arm out of the body. So they've ripped the arm off, but haven't gotten the metal armor bit off. Give me a biceps check to just say with an edge, ripping your chain out, grabbing that shit.
Yeah. 3. That is going to be. That's going to be a 10.
10. All right, you grab your chain. Get the lasso, get it lassoed up and ready. Sit there, spin it a moment, and just chuck it, pull it tight, and you just rip the arm out of the wolf's mouth as it kind of growls and growls and barks at you for a second as you grab the arm. And you said you just wanted to rip the meat part out and keep the power gauntlet part.
Yeah, I tossed the arm back.
As you just
Bitch.
grab it, like as you grab, you lasso it in, and you just kind of like dig your hand in and grab the bone and get a good solid grip, and other hand just grab onto the metal and just pull out, and you kind of get you've just got like a gloving wound, just defleshed arm that you chuck to the wolves.
Toss him back and say, bitch.
Because the wolf, the wolf that was growling and barking at you, having lassoed its arm away, now just goes back to, ooh, meat, arm. Immediately to that.
Got it. Does it fit?
Barely.
Good enough.
It's got a bit of fresh lube from the getting ripped out and gloved. Do I need to explain what a gloving wound is? I know Medina knows.
Oh.
No, that's kind of what you did with ripping this out.
I'll clean that off later. For the love of God, do not go looking that up. Okay, so
Don't, man. I know what that is. It's fucked.
like I say, you get a
Oh,
chicken,
no.
like it's already cooked and everything, you just peel the skin.
Yeah.
There you go.
if you think of your skin as a glove, you pull the glove off.
Yeah.
Hence degloving. Or gloving wound, however it's said. Anyways, you've got a fresh power arm that's got a bit of little blood lubricant there. Help you get it in there. It's
Gotta be a little forceful.
It's got a little red button and a green button on the forearm.
What's the green button do?
You press the green button and it kind of sits there and just punch, 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 like speeds up,
And the red button?
slows it back down to a stop.
Mm.
Well,
The
three of
gears
us
are turning.
I
Are
feel
three of
he's
us
just.
sharing one brain cell?
I think so.
Well, fun tools aside for
Your safe word.
fun tools aside for lonely nights.
El Fisto.
Fucking don't do that. Wackle eyebrows.
All right. As you guys you guys pulling the cars around
Yeah.
as as you guys start getting, let's say, pull your cars around, get onto the landing strip, you can see roadkill in a a tow car, like one of those larger tow trucks meant to actually like pull large vehicles. As regardless of what you might have been thinking, he is pulling what appears to be a B-52 bomber around onto the track.
Looking pretty nice.
And waves you guys down to come on over.
Well,
Gonna
let's
go
go
walk
join
over.
him in the Mile High.
Mm-hmm.
Getting over there, he's pouring various different kinds of fuel out of just multiple gas cans, a few gallon barrels, a few 55-gallon barrels, just random different shit in. So siphon. All right, just dump your shit in the barrel. Just dump your fuel in the barrel and get this thing going.
All right.
As they pour your extra fuel and moonshine in.
Let's get this baby in the air. What'd you name her?
It had a name on the side, but I couldn't read the paint, so I just named it the fuck Canada.
Got a nice ring to it.
Gets a point across.
I mean, I know we're kind of trapped in a shitty situation here, but I mean, I'd rather side with the corn-fed army from Ohio than the Canadians.
Hey, it ain't the cousin kissers down in Alabama.
Listen, that's a long ways away. Also, here, take this. As he hands you guys like an aviation cap and goggles.
Okay. Snap that on.
Even if you don't need them, they just kind of look appropriate. And I mean, like, when are you ever going to get to use these again, right?
Understandable.
Hey.
Puts it on.
As he also puts a pair on Spanky the Hog.
Gotta look the
All
part
right.
for the truth.
All right, so I'm gonna lower the cargo hold, and you guys should be able to just drive on in there.
All right, gonna go load the car in.
And there's some vehicle-sized parachutes in there as well. I also don't know if those work.
Only one way to find out. Put the parachute on myself. Put the parachute on my vehicle.
Yeah, let's get them all nice and ready.
It is
We gotta take the plunge. We gotta have some fun.
as you guys drive into the cargo area, get them set up. Do you want to stay in the cargo area or go off like anywhere with him? Actually, before that, I actually do need one of you guys to come help me up here as you hear over a shitty intercom. Hello, this is your captain speaking. I need a hand. One of you please get up here. Or both of you.
Well,
I'll go too.
yeah, let's go. 3's better than 2.
You guys head up to the front. Spanky is in the co-pilot seat, and he's in the pilot seat. All right. So this thing's a bit stiff, and I could use a hand. As you can see, what looks to be a lawnmower like a lawnmower pull start, as he presses a little like primer button a couple times.
Gotta pull his. Gotta.
Gotta let it rip.
All right.
Early morning tugs, I see.
All right. So I need one of you guys to go get on the wing, and one of you guys to crank this.
You know what, big guy? I
You
just
wanna
like
wing it? You wanna
give his
crank
arm a good solid. I give his arm a good solid pat. I think you got the better biceps here.
All right.
I'm gonna go out onto the wing, get ready, and I'll never have the other chance for this. So he will get on the wing, get as prepped as he can, and pull his guitar out and get ready to play.
I'm ready to crank this hog.
All right.
Because someone else is gonna play on a plain wing.
Let's say Matt for Graham, give me a heart with an edge for your instrument there, and biceps for Simone.
All right. You gotta play Flight of the Angels.
Oh shit, gotta roll.
There's gonna be a 12.
3?
You got an edge.
Alright, that's 9 plus. 9 plus 3, that's a 12.
All right. As he intended for you to actually like grab the propeller and physically push one of them to help it get going. As Simone is in there, like cranking a lawnmower, essentially, pulls it a few times. As you hear an engine start to sputter and rev up, and you give it 2-3 good pulls, and then on that fourth one, you hear it like start to really rev up as you see the propellers outside, and Graham is just out there on his guitar, just fucking jamming. What are you playing?
Oh. I think he starts off into starting off into a heavy rock for just before he pauses and he freezes and he smiles and he reaches down, and like a lot of guitars have like the pre-recorded notes per the thing, right? And he twists it around to another one and he just starts slamming down, and we're just gonna start like a slightly like more rock version of Flight of the Valkyrie for this.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been listening to a lot of Kiss today in preparation for this, as just Detroit Rock City was what made me put this in Detroit. And that was my thought of like the intro area. I don't know why, just Made for Loving You was my idea as the start of this, as the propeller starting.
No. I said Flight of the Valkyrie. I need to change my answer.
Yes.
Living on a prayer.
As you're sitting there out there rocking, they start to spin, and it starts to take off, and a window on the side opens up. Hey, you should probably get in before we get up. Or not, that's on you.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
Would he be too into his song to notice this?
I feel, this is kind of like the opposite of obliviousness. It's weird. Hey, I'll just leave it up to you. Okay. If you're rocking on the wing, you're rocking on the wing. That's your prerogative. You can call even our
My
odds if you want.
Yeah, I was saying my rational brain is like, hey, look, you'll fly off the wing, but the other part of me is like, but when are you gonna rock out on a wing while it flies? You know what? This is the best game for it. Let's just fucking go for it.
Alright, you can't hear shit over those propellers going, and you reckon. Alright, so your friend's probably gonna die on the wing, but it's gonna be really badass at least. You can sit up here or
Will
with
not
your
be
car or
possible.
wherever, or where the fuck ever. I'm gonna start flying this thing, or trying to.
You got any tie downs?
If you can find them.
Did I find any tie downs?
There's a few of them that look like they half-ass work together.
Gonna find like a clamp of some sort and clamp it to my boot. Did a tie down. I got a footing at least. Alright, time to lasso him back in.
Also, I know I said B-52, but it's more like the 32 Dominator in terms of appearance, because the B-52 doesn't have propellers. For anyone that wants to, if by chance someone actually watches this and wants to leave a comment.
Is this you trying to say, don't come at me, history people?
No, this is me correcting it later in the video, so if by chance someone does, they put it in there, and then later it's corrected anyways.
Touche.
Although reasonably I should be encouraging people to comment.
Complain anyways, even if we corrected it.
Yeah. Alright, so the plane begins to take off down the runway. It starts heading up. It's kind of a bit bumpy and shaky at first as it sits there and picks up speed. You said you were tying yourself down for Simone. Where are you tying yourself down at?
One of the tie down points closest to the door, so I can open the door and lasso him back in.
Okay, so like you're tied on point towards the wing to like try and grab him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bold of you to assume I shall fall.
All right.
Just in case.
It's really not bold.
As you guys begin to take off, and so you're heading towards the ramp, and then elevation starts to occur. So you guys begin to take off, get some height over the ground. Say, what's your next song gonna be once you're actually in the air and starting to fly high?
This is where I run into a lot of issues if I don't know a lot of song names.
Slaughter the Angels by Slaughter.
You know what? We'll go with it. I don't want to hold us up by trying to sit here and think on song names.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, we might actually wrap this entire thing up. I say, especially if you all die here.
If we all die, that's real possible.
Oh, God.
As Lars, are you testing the water, or are you just going at that same speed and hoping it floats and what happens?
The second option.
All right. It floats pretty well. And as you're starting to get out onto the water, there is a gigantic bombing plane that you see take off into the sky above the water. As you're just kind of puttering along there at your speed, it's just,
Man, hope they don't run into a bunch of geese. I'll kill the engine like instantly.
My chords, my mighty musical notes will keep them away.
Or attract them. All right. Attention passengers. There will be, I brought some of the moose on here if you want an in-flight meal. It's just kind of on the, it's in one of those seats over there. You'll probably find it if you look around. You can probably smell it out. Spanky has not ate it all, but if you would like to show appreciation, if you eat the meat off of a bone, if you don't eat the bone, please bring it up here to Spanky. He will allow you one belly rub. Aside from that, I do not know how high in the sky we are or how long this flight will last. I'd say you can buckle your seatbelts if you want. I don't know if they work. Don't really care. But I'd say give it like 10, 20 minutes and it'll be a good point over the lake. And, if I see any of the fucking mosasaurs or whatever the fuck's down there, it will drop some bombs. And, fuck them. If you have any thing, you can always just come up here and talk to me also. We may get lonely. Cuts out. On the wing of the plane, you heard
I heard
none
none
of
of
that.
this, I'm assuming.
No, you heard none of this. And give me another heart check.
Another heart check? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's heart, because I'm at least good at heart.
Why do you say that?
You're just letting your passion shine through here.
Does the instrument help in this case, or is this just more of the moment of?
Fuck it, not instrument go.
Instrument go! Brrr!
No, we're just here for the rule of cool fun.
That's a 6! That's a 6!
It's not good.
All right.
Double 6.
Oh,
I should
that's
say
not
double
good.
6s, 2 6s, and a 1.
See, that's a very big difference between
That's
double
much
six and total six.
Yeah, I
Can
had a
you
moment of panic because I saw the 1 there.
Heart grow any bigger? Can
What'd you say?
your heart stat get any bigger?
Yeah, by 1.
All right, your heart stats get bigger as you are just jamming out
Zero.
on top of the plane. You feel chest pain briefly, and then you let out a really big burp, and the chest pain goes away. Moose meat and beer will do that. I say
Moose
beer.
meat and beer will
It's
do
just
that.
pure straight fucking ethanol.
He got fire in his blood right now.
You're pretty sure your left eye is blind from the moonshine, but your third eye is open, so it doesn't matter.
We don't need sight where we're going. The notes will carry us through.
As you two jamming out, just going at it. Off, say down below in the distance, you can see. You said you hope that there, Lars. You said you hope there wasn't any goose. That might be bad for them. Oh, hey, a flock of geese.
Man, I know I shouldn't talk sometimes.
Not just any geese.
Absentmindedly eat an orange. Tosses the
Oh,
peel in the
Oh, it's not just any geese. What are you tossing in the water?
orange peel.
Orange peel. Okay. It's not just any geese. It's the Canadian National Guard. As
Yeah, they're just doing their job. What the
yeah,
beat?
well, they're just doing. As Simone and fucking Graham, as you two, well, you're looking out the window, Simone, and Graham, you're just out there. someone, someone in a bright red coat, riding about a 5-foot geese, flies up next to you. Hey there, bub. You're in restricted airspace.
We live it on a vibe, man. You can't restrict this good note, this good music. This got soul to it.
As they pull out what looks to be an old hunting rifle. Yeah, I can't really restrict.
Shit.
As they sit there and just like load a stripper clip in the top.
Can I see this?
Yeah, can't restrict your music, but I mean, I'm gonna have to give you a fine if you don't get out of the airspace, and the fine is a bullet to the kneecap. That's the first warning.
Holy shit.
Can I see this?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna lasso him.
All right. As he's busy with that, give me a biceps with an edge for the lasso. Are you aiming for him? Are you aiming for him or the goose?
I'm aiming for him.
Okay, I didn't know if you're aiming for him or the goose that he was flying on.
I guess if I make a fall off the goose, he's gonna be hanging.
I just wanna. I was gonna say my reaction was gonna be I want to attempt to kind of charm this goose with the music and just play Rage Against the Machines, just so it feels that anger. We need to vibe.
Oh, you can do that. I'm gonna hang this man.
All
That's
right.
fine. I want the goose.
All right. Roll that.
I got an 11.
All right. Roll your heart, Matt.
Please, this is the time.
As you're stopping for a minute of shit, as he's loading that clip in, he pushes the stripper clip down, and
5, 3, 8.
and then just as he's just like, all right, the airspace, it's like the airspace, all you need is which one do you? And then just you see a chain just wrap around his neck and just.
I pushed the green button.
Are you pulling?
He's just
Are you pulling it? Are you just pulling him into you?
No, just having like the fist go up and down as he's just jangling on the fucking chain.
So the chain's just getting pulled back and forth.
Mhm.
As he's just back and forth, just hitting the edge of hitting the side of the plane, just donk, 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 donk. What's your roll for charming the goose?
12 plus 4 is
12.
amazing.
As you turn and you start jamming out, and the goose starts angrily honking at you at something, and then it's just it stops for a second and just like listens to the music and it's like stop, like the angry honking stops at you, and then the goose just starts to headbang, like just stops, lands on the plane, and starts headbanging, honking with you.
Yes, this is how we gain friends.
All right. Arik, you are down there not rolling as many things. I would like you to roll me a d6, please.
Just 1d6?
Just 1d6.
2.
2. All right. Alphabetically wise, what do we have here? We have brain function. We have Simone. We have Graham. We have Goose. Goose is before Graham alphabetically. That goose that was headbanging. The Canadian Border Patrol fires his rifle. He hits the goose.
Why?
The goose was headbanging next to you, and then you just see its head get blown off, and just
no.
and then just flop and just roll off the wing of the plane.
I'm too horrified to continue playing. My friend.
It sounds like you might have invoked disadvantage or whatever the fuck it's called.
I need you to make a biceps check at this point, then.
But who's making it?
The person who's on the wing of the plane.
Christ. 12.
12. As you stop jamming for a moment, and there's a bit of turbulence as you just go, the fuck, and as you gotta hit the deck for a moment with the turbulence and just kind of just dig your hands in, kind of clamber on the wing to try and not slide off.
Can I see who shot?
Yeah, it's that border patrol guy that's hitting the side of it. As you see, he just it looked like he just took a pot shot at one of you three.
I was really hoping I was
As
going to
in
kill
the-
him.
now that you've stopped playing, in between each person, this is pretty rude, buddy.
Why don't you die?
I'm leaping at him.
Oh, you're just jumping off the wing onto him.
I'm jumping off the wing at him. I'm intending to club him with the guitar.
He is not on the wing. He is dangling by the chain.
Yeah, but you know what? That motherfucker got some big ass biceps, and he just killed my friend.
All right,
Oh, fuck.
jumping off the plane with your guitar.
Let's go.
Can I catch it with my other hand?
Oh, I'm jumping. No, I'm jumping at the Canadian guy. My intention is to jump and fuck this man up.
All right.
If I catch it, you still smack him with it.
I say there's not really a way. There's not. The only thing you'll have to grab onto is him or the chain.
That's the point.
All right, Macho, go.
Macho. Question. In these moments where I can use, I know it says Macho in place of biceps is one of the things, but one of the other bits of Macho is using it against other people. If this is successful, it lets you gain an edge towards them. Would this be one of those moments?
Ah, sure. Fuck it.
I'm really glad for that plus 3 for a 10.
Yeah. You just fucking jump, grab onto the chain. Just grab onto the chain with one arm, guitar in the other, and just kind of slide down the chain. Luckily, your gloves are keeping your hands somewhat safe as you just slide down, kind of having like one of those metal inlays on the glove, just sparks coming out of your hand as you just bash the guy in the side of the head with your guitar, just knocking him unconscious in one go. As now the unconscious body just drops the gun flying, just kind of limp noodle, just dinging against the side of the plane.
I have to shed a few tears for my lost friend.
Would you like to play him a eulogy?
When I get back on the plane, yes.
Are you just
Because I need my arms to play. Actually, you know what? No, I just wrap my legs around him, because the chain's wrapped around him, and I'm just like leaning back up against it and slowly playing a sad, somber tune as to see my friend off.
You have a bit of a drum beat every couple seconds as he hits the side of the plane again.
It sets the pace for the song. It's a slow, sad rock ballad.
the slow part of Stairway to Heaven. Are you pulling him back? Are you pulling him back in?
Yeah.
Okay. Just crank him back in with the dead body. This is your captain speaking. As you can both hear it, he's getting pulled in. Just dead body there with you. At this point.
I'm gonna toss the body out.
We are ready to drop the bombs, and I kind of tried to do it already. But something's kind of stuck. Can you guys go to the bombing hangar with like a pipe or something and just beat that shit open? Let the bomb drop.
Can do.
It's what he would want.
Lars. As Lars, you're just puttering along, you're having your way. You know, you've had an orange, you're safe from scurvy, which is actually a very real threat in,
Yes.
in a post-apocalyptic world. You know, you won't get scurvy. A lot of fish and shit don't really like vegetables. You've been having a pretty peaceful ride, just puttering along. Off in the distance, that plane, you just see a dead, what looks like that goose. Just kind of falling out of the sky, and hit the ground, blood in the water. Like a minute later, there's a dead body following it. It's kind of one of those things like, there's blood in the water there. That's like straight ahead. That's kind of in the way.
If it's my time, it's my time. We're going through.
All right. As you encroach upon that area of the water, there was you see a plesiosaur with its long ass neck emerge from the water and grab the goose and pull it under. And approaching up to that other body, you can see another plesiosaur coming out of the water and swimming towards it. What would you like to do?
Dino dude's feeding. They look dead. Or are they moving at all?
No, that other guy definitely looked dead on impact. Kind of,
Yeah.
You are driving through a bloody water zone, though.
Yep.
As you can see, aside from those two plesiosaur, there's now sort of a bit of a fish frenzy, as you have a case of some little fish came to investigate the body. Oh, and that got ate by a bigger fish. There's more blood in the water. So you kind of have just a swarm of different fish, all just cannibalizing each other at this point around you. Well, what would you like to do in this situation?
Keep right.
Keep right. All right, just obliviousness.
Is what I do. That's forever.
I love how, in theory, if you write high enough on obliviousness, it's I can't see them, so they can't see me.
Yeah.
He's just minding his own business. The fish are not his problem. That's on them.
That is a 13.
13. Yeah, nah. You just say, splashes of water, blood about, fish guts. That's not your problem. No, man, it's just circle of life. Nature's just, doing its thing. So, two of you back in the plane. Head over to the bombing ramp. As you can see, it just looks like where the hatches were supposed to open. It looks like it's just kind of like rusted shut. And yeah, honestly, if you probably just either like try to lube it up with something or just beat it with something, would work.
I got the perfect tool for this.
Also, that is
Good
a
fisto.
It does not appear to be several smaller bombs of any kind. Both of you give me an interest roll, actually, real quick.
Let's go. Double ones.
All right.
I got a 12.
The plane explodes.
All right. Well, Matt, you have somehow grown less interested in this.
It's the trauma of my goose friend.
Yeah, you're too saddened to focus on anything else as you lose one interest, and you have lost a brain function. You've lost a pride.
I have.
That being said, Simone.
Yes.
He appears to have a nuclear bomb in his plane.
That's like a goose.
Over one of the major cities.
No, you're just over the lake. Fuck them plesiosaur, he's what he said.
That is
Fuck
what
him
he said.
up!
Alright.
Big one.
Alright, you just biceps just breaking the shit open?
I got help from the El Fisto.
Yeah, just roll me a biceps to break this shit free and drop it.
Nice. That's a 10.
All right. What are you using? Let's say, what are you using to just break the rust off?
El Fisto.
All right, you just punch the shit.
Yep.
Just press the green button on your power fist. Just punch. Just go around, break the rust off. And as you hit that last one, there's just a rusty, just loud scream as the doors just open and it just drops. As Lars,
Fuck you, Nasser.
as Lars, you are puttering along. And there is then a bright flash of light. There is there's a bright flash of light, and that's about it. As everyone else as the other two up there, are you guys looking at the explosion by any chance? Fuck
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I think
Alright.
because of my crushed soul and lost interest, I'm busy lamenting the loss of my goose friend because it too flew like this bomb.
I have my flight goggles on.
All right. All right. Let's see. What do we roll here to keep from going blind from looking at a nuclear explosion?
Obliviousness or heart?
I heard multiple things at the same time. What? Arik, you said something.
Medina said obliviousness or heart.
Yeah, and it's kind of a tough choice, Donna. Well, there's also Macho who's just bravely looking at it.
I don't know, heart seems to be kind of like the whole resist thing.
Yeah. You know, rather than resisting heartburn in this case, we'll go with its resisting eye burn. Yeah, go ahead with heart.
It's for his hardiness.
8, 9, 10, 11.
He is very vascular. With cardio. His heart is strong. It continues to beat. As everything goes just white looking in that direction, as the entire plane just rocks and shakes, as both of your ears just start to bleed and ring, as it feels like you just got kicked in the chest and just knocked over from this. You, after the brief blinding white light, you just see a mushroom cloud back behind you in the distance. And, you know, it's not raining men, it's raining everything that was in the lake, including all of the genetically cloned and modified plesiosaur. Just
Dog.
falling out of the sky in chunks. As-
Yeah, take the dogs out.
Alright. As it sounds just like a heavy rain hitting the top of the plane for the next few minutes. Of just very... Well, you're certainly seeing the rain on a sunny day. Lars, I am sorry to say that you are no more, but you are part of the bodies that are hitting the plane.
Do what you're gonna do.
As Medina has stepped out to take his dog out, this is a good opportunity for me to also take my dog out, so I don't have to take her at an inopportune time. Alright. Ready? Everyone ready?
Ready is
Yay.
a debatable term,
Yeah.
but let's. I'm sorry, I don't think I'll ever be ready. I'm still lamenting the loss of my friend.
That is fair. You know, at least it didn't turn out like the last Goose session, but that's a story for another time. I mean, that's a story that already happened, but that is another time. Anyways, a nuke was just dropped, over lake, and you are just the plane is just being bombarded by sea life, lake life, the aquatic life, as there is just thumping and rumbling, and you get over the intercom. Holy shit, that was awesome! Fuck those things. And the lake. I mean, hope they're all dead. I should at least lower the population quite a bit. Also, a couple of the propellers have stopped spinning, and we may be going down. You may want to get to your vehicles unless you trust me to land this thing. Or unless you just want to skydive out the side, that'd be cool also. You might get hit with some meat, though.
I've lost one friend today. I can't lose my other. I must save the car.
Go back to the cargo hold ramp and get in your car.
Yup.
And you guys get in your cars. Hey, when I speak, can you guys hear my air conditioner? Keep getting through this. So you two get into your vehicles, and the I will be talking for the next few moments. All right, but as you guys continue to get into your vehicles, and the loading ramp is lowered. Oh, hey, well, my air conditioner just stopped being noisy and rattly now, so you wouldn't be able to hear it anyways. All right. Well, wonderful timing there. Well, it stopped in the middle of me talking, so if you didn't hear it towards the front of it, it's probably all good. But loading ramp is there. Loading ramp is there, as you hear overhead. I'll let you guys know once we're over land here in a second. Hey. Good luck. It was nice meeting you guys. Do you guys got a minute if you want to come up here and pet Spanky one more time, or grab like a moose rib or anything to go?
I'm gonna do both.
I'm too traumatized.
As you get up there, and like, I know I told you guys to go ahead and get in your car. I just kind of wanted to see you again. It might be the last time I see you, and you guys were really awesome. It's like, fuck those fish with a bomb. And you also gave me fuel to fly this thing. I wish you and your biceps good luck.
You're flexing my 2-finger salute.
Fucking veins on your fingers.
Yeah.
Give Spanky a bone. And pet. Back to the vehicle. As you guys out the back of the plane can see it losing elevation and leave the water coming over to a tree line of just barren dead trees that are still standing. A minute goes by as you're lowering it and getting closer to the trees, and you come to a bit of a clearing. It's up to you. Just let me know when you guys want to drop.
Oh, sorry. I thought that just in a way that ended there. I thought it was more. As soon as it looks clear, just hit the hard
In the
Throw
drop.
that shit.
gas and
Throw
shoot
that
out.
Throw that shit into reverse, back up out.
Yep.
I'll fall right behind.
You're hit in reverse, start falling. As you guys are starting to fall in elevation and get close towards the trees, you got to get to the parachute. How would you two like to get to your parachutes, deploy them, and attempt to land this at least somewhat safely, or just crash into the tree line and burn? Either or is acceptable.
I had one hook up to the car myself, so I'm just gonna deploy the car one. There.
You're just gonna what?
Deploy the parachute. Let that bitch rip.
Let's get a macho out here to fucking get out of the car, get back there, and hit the parachute and activate it.
Yeah. 9.
9. And you, Matt?
I think I will just try to hit the hard reverse, and as I back out, just use the keytar's extra reach to use the end loop of it to hit the cord and pull it, so I can still be in the vehicle and not falling out.
Have your edge.
What am I rolling?
Macho still. Reaching out the back. Let's say reaching out the back there. Your keytar, just hit that shit. Go.
Seven.
As you're still a bit sad about your goose friend and your hurt pride there, you reach out with the keytar, and your arm just isn't quite long enough. It doesn't bend at the right angle to hit where you set it originally. As you're falling, and you just sit there and hit the tree line, and just kind of as your car just crashes through a few trees, and the parachute goes off from a tree branch, and you just kind of dangle about 50 feet up in the air, just hit the front of your car, airbag explodes, knock you back, and you just kind of hang there limply. Just feel like your face has been smashed open as your car just dangles in the trees. An airbag uninflates as you kind of get your breath back. You're just dangling there now. As a few moments later, the other car parachutes just right on by you, just lands in the clearing. Sorry, what, Matt?
Car. No, just you're my car.
Cough up some blood.
Izzy's gone. Yep, that's 2 pride gone.
As forget. Simone. I should be remembering this easier because Simon Belmont, and that was what I wanted to remember it by. And for some reason, it is just not sticking. But Simone. Your buddy there is it's a bit stuck in a tree at the moment in his car.
Need some help there.
Yeah, I could use some help.
Gotcha. So the car stuck in the tree.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. You have a hitch on the back of your car?
Do you? That's up to you.
It makes sense that he would.
Lasso on the hitch.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
The lasso, the hitch. What do you want to do here?
Gonna tie the chain around that hitch and tie it around my hitch in my car. I'm gonna pull the car off the tree.
All right. You just chuck the shit up there, wrap it around. Car driving.
What would that be?
Fucking, we'll go with the macho in this case for just fixing the problem. Have your edge with your chain.
It's gonna be an 11.
All right, that is plenty fine. As you hook one end, say you lasso your chain up there, no problem, and you hook it back. You hook one other end to your hitch, and you just give it some gas and just screech in the ground for a minute. And ground's a bit wet. Say ground's a bit wet here and soft. And takes a second, and then just the entire few branches that he's stuck in the tree along with the car just snap down and crash. As the entire vehicle just hits the ground and then starts to get dragged forward with you some. As somehow you hit your head on the wheel again, and the airbag goes off a second time. Deflates down after a second.
I regret in taking this job.
It'll be fun. I can do the thing.
Slowly extricate myself. Guess see how functional good old Izzy is still.
The front end is smashed and fucked. Roll me an interest.
I don't want to.
I'm gonna give him a good old slap in the back.
Listen, man,
Lay on his hands.
my last 3
Alright.
rolls have been fucked. My last 2 rolls have been fucked.
Well, here's one pride.
Paladin pride. Go.
Oh shit, you're a paladin.
Yeah.
It gives you a pat on a firm pat on the back.
10.
10? All right. It'll run. It don't look pretty. It don't look pretty anymore, but it'll run. As the front end is just kind of smashed in, and you just have one dead tree branch shoved in through the hood, and it kind of comes out just out of the bottom, almost touching the ground.
Okay. I'll get out. I'll pull the branch out, give it a good just nice look over, and just be like, "You'll be all right. You'll be good."
You got an
Get you
oil-covered branch. You need a fire.
Oh, she's gonna be thirsty soon.
As you're going over that, you hear a loud explosion go off in the distance.
Wonder what that was.
Well, I guess only one way to find out.
Oh, good.
I'll be good. I lost a good friend up there. I'm gonna miss that goose. But Izzy's tougher than this, so she'll be alright.
All right.
So, I would take a ride over.
Yeah.
You guys, are you going towards where that explosion sounded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You guys haul your vehicles over towards where that explosion sounded, kind of just driving as a kind of just off terrain here, just driving through wet mud and dead brush. You crash on through here. There's a somewhat overgrown old road that looks like it has like some use, but not much. You managed to pull up on, and there is smoke coming off in the distance from now where you heard that explosion from. So you continue to drive on that way. Getting into sight, you can see what looks like, I mean, above game, it looks like a fucking wizard tower that recently had a plane crash into it. And by recently, I mean, there's a large part of a burning plane crashed into the side of it.
Plane looked familiar.
Yeah.
The thing we got off when we did.
And you guys pull up closer to the explosion, say, to where that, where the tower is. There's a few things that you see outside, aside from a grass fire on the ground. Not like a massive grass fire at the moment, but it's like kind of one of those. You ever see those Australian fires where they burn the spider web off the top? So you kind of have it slowly lurching over the grass first?
Yeah.
It's kind of doing that at the moment. Is you see 3 key figures here and an object. As you see what looks like a ripped old dude with a long white beard, bald, is a just rippling muscle that his robes barely contain. Just punching out roadkill over there with old Spanky either unconscious or dead on the ground near one of the fires.
This Spanky look had been punched.
Hard to tell from here with the fire, but there is something else you can tell amongst the fire, as there is a boulder-sized glowing green rock that looks like it recently cratered into the ground. As you guys are approaching, you can hear just, "Do you know how long it took me to get that up the stairs? That rock is fucking heavy!" In between just punches.
Yes.
As you see, as Roadkill is just getting the shit beat out of him, and he takes another punch and just looks at you guys, just like reaches one arm out, "Save Spanky!" and hits the ground, unconscious.
Got it. Are you in my car still?
You're in your car still.
I'm gonna run the big man over.
As you start to run towards him, just, "I am the muscle wizard. The rock is my power. My magic is my biceps."
Oh, wait, there's still a fire going. I got a better idea.
Yeah. All right. What's up?
I'm gonna tie the jerry can to the chain.
Just tie one of your jerry cans to the chain.
Poke a couple holes in it with the fisto, and I'm gonna throw it at him. And hopefully it catches on fire.
As he's just running to, as he is just starting to charge at you in the moving vehicle. He's doing that. Graham, what would you like to do? Matt.
Oh, sorry. My thing was down. I said, I think I'm gonna go check on Spanky.
All right, pull your car up to Spanky.
Get out, take a
Okay.
look, see how he's doing.
All right. The hog appears to be lightly smoked, but still breathing.
I'll let him crawl up into the back, and I guess, well, I'll go see if our good old friend Roadkill's still alive.
All right. As you go over to him. All right. God damn it, Discord. Simone. Roll me your bicep check to yeet this gas can with your chain at this man, who has proclaimed himself the muscle wizard drawing power from the rock.
What was up?
Roll a bicep check as to throw your gas can at this guy.
Just put edge or no?
Yes, your chain.
Alright. Jesus Christ. I keep getting a 5 and a 4. 5, 9, 11, 12.
You sit there and you spin up your chain as he is charging at you, and he just leaps like he's gonna go on, like he's just gonna jump on the hood of your vehicle. You spin the chain as it hits near the fire and ignites, and the hook just flies true straight into his chest, and just explodes upon impact with him on fire. He just lands on your hood as he lands on your hood, burning. Ah! There is no pain, there is no gain. Feel the burn. My
Fist up to the face.
petrol. What?
Fist up to the face.
As he is reaching out, as he is reaching out to try to like grab you in the car on fire, you know, pull up as you're saying. Give me another bicep. I'll go over to give me a bicep check. We're gonna go over back to Grant.
Alright.
Grant.
Graham,
He-
you were blooded.
Oh, 6 and a 3. Plus 3. That's 12.
He appears to just be unconscious. Okay, that was an explosion in the air over there. That's fine. That guy's on fire.
Yeah, Simone's taking care of it. He's got this.
Are you just kind of just gonna drag him over to the car?
Drag him over, prop him up, drop a little bit of jerky in his lap. You'll probably want that when he wakes up.
He's lightly singed at the moment. His face could be doing better. And as you turn around and see the man on fire into the car, like grabbing at him like by the shoulders, like almost trying to like Hollywood strangle him, and you just hear the thunk 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 of metal hitting bone just cracking into his face. As these just a case of my face is as hard as rock, my bone immaculate. As there's just a crack and a tooth goes out in front of you. Steel is harder than bone. I have miscalculated. All right. One last thing. What do we got here? Both of you.
Wait, he got hit with a
How I
gasoline can, right?
Yes, he is on fire.
Damn, never mind.
Time to stop, drop, and roll this car with him on it. 120, hit the e-brake, turn to left.
You know what? He's got it.
All right. Give me a heart check. Actually, no, Marcho.
Let's go. Come on. That's 2. Ooh, that barely meets, but that's a 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
All right. As he is, as he is reaching in, trying to strangle you, beard is on fire. You say this man is just completely engulfed. You're sitting there, as say, just punching him in the face, blood sizzling with the flames. You reach over, say, change the gear shift, hit the gas, and then you crank the wheel, hit the brake, launch yourself wheel over wheel as there's just crunching and crunching just through the flames. Car goes flipping, comes back to a standstill. The man's the man's arms are still attached to you, just like the absolute ripped arms. They never let go of you. And the rest of the body is just missing. You can't see it from here at the car. Graham, you can just see his flaming arms out of the window, attached to him, still in there, and the body just on the ground, continuing in flame as the fire starts to pick up more around here with the grass. The rock's on the ground over there.
Well, he's disarmed and no longer a threat.
I ain't done.
Go look down at gonna look down at Roadkill and like, well, I think we've made a scary friend.
He just kind of coughs and gurgles, gives you a thumb up.
Is a strong wizard still alive?
It doesn't look like it.
I gotta make sure.
His arms are still attached to you at the moment.
Yeah. Those fucking things off.
Just pry the fingers off. They're like stone trying to rip them off. It takes a minute. You go over there.
How fucked is the car now?
What?
How fucked is my car? That's why I've done this.
It's fine. You can buff that out.
Alright, good.
As you go over to the muscle wizard, trying to kind of like body indented into the ground, kind of like trying to wiggle out and crawl towards you on fire.
Oh, good, you're still alive. You got some life in you. We're gonna fix that.
You probably said a badass line. I cannot hear it though.
Gonna
I
grab
think
my
my
beard.
What?
Gonna grab him by his beard.
All right.
Drag him over the car. It's good. I got a tire jack in here somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll lift the back
Jesus.
end up. Put this motherfucker in drive. Let them wheels spin. How long is his beard?
I'd say it's got like a good 2 feet. Well, a bit shorter now. It's on fire.
I'll put it up. Before I make the wheel spin, I'm gonna tie his beard to the tire.
Hit it in reverse.
Oh no, both the back end's gonna be stationary. I got it lifted up, so those
Okay.
tires can spin as much as they want.
Yeah, I see what you're doing with the jack there. And just crank it up a second. Just hit the gas, drag him on in.
I'm gonna let him sit there while I go grab this rock.
All right. One last biceps check to get the rock and put it in your trunk.
Let's go, don't film me now. Ah, fuck, the dice went on my damn keyboard. Oh. That's a... Nice. It's 13.
All right. 13 as you go over, squat down, make sure that your lifting position your lifting position is immaculate.
It's like the strong man picking up the round fucking rock, round boulder.
No base, it is like one of those Atlas stone sizes.
Fucker.
As you pick the rock up, you feel, say, yeah, the fire burns, but you kind of feel like your skin tingle picking this thing up. It's kind of a funny taste while you're holding it. You walk over, kind of set it in the trunk. Your car sinks a little bit for there, and tie it down. Trunk doesn't quite close all the way right.
That's okay. I got some bungee cords, or some the bungee cords are fucking, what are those things called? Ratchet straps.
Yeah, ratchet strap that shit down. All right.
If it's completely torn his beard off, I'm gonna slide his face against the tire and let it do its work.
Driving back through the now rather emergent forest fire, as it continues to burn. You have. Yes.
Nope. I was just gonna look at him and I'm like, we might want to head out. I've heard bad things about bears and forest fires.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Smokey either.
Off in the distance, you don't see Smokey or a bear. You see what appears to be a more modern, scientifically accurate T-Rex, feathers and all, eyes glowing off in the distance. All right. As you see a more realistic but a more modern adaptation of the T-Rex, where it is a bit chunkier and bird-like, covered in feathers. A few 100 feet off in the distance, with you can clearly see lit up by the fire approaching.
Time to punch this bitch in overdrive.
Yeah, I don't think I want to play that game today. I think we filled up my bingo for the week.
As you two drive off, not into the sunset, but away from the forest fire, the T-Rex, the wild, slightly moderated lands of Canada. And you may have to take the long way around, but you eventually come to the border bridge after several more hours. Yeah, cross it. See some fools that are crossing the border bridge to head over back that way. They took the long way around instead of having a bomber plane just fly them across the river or across the lake. Their loss, but
Hey, you gotta live.
those other people head off towards the fire. Would you guys like to talk to the leader of Detroit or the mayor of Detroit, or would you like to just cut it here, riding off with the fire behind you? And if you guys ever want to come back to an apocalyptic Detroit Himbo system, we can just add your wishes in there, and you guys can reuse these characters or pick new ones. Well, Arik can't really reuse his, but
I'd say I like the dramatics of driving off with a blaze of the rearview mirror.
Oh, before we leave, I need you to open up that glove compartment in there. Hand me that Colombian marching powder. Victory lap.
it's got a bit of a smoky smell to it this time around.
That's fine.
Remember to smoke your cocaine with you got to remember to smoke your cocaine over some nice apple wood. Really get some extra flavor. Actually, no, I mean in this case, I guess it would be Canada. Some maple trees.
Well, you still got that shotgun, right?
Get a bit of that maple scent in there.
Just
I need you to-
snap it out.
Yeah, let me get one of them shells.
Well, we're going African warlord style. We're making some brown.
Gotta put that
Pulls it
gunpowder
out.
in it.
Hands it over.
You know, I feel like I should explain that again, but I've also explained it multiple times on Arik channel. Fuck it, yeah. Brown is a mixture of cocaine and gunpowder that is more commonly used by African drug lords. As you know, some of the stuff in the gunpowder gets rid of it doesn't get rid of. It just makes you not feel some of the negative effects of cocaine. So you know it yeah, you get an even better. You get a bit of even better high. I shouldn't be, I'm not encouraging or endorsing this in any way. YouTube. I am just.
I feel like we should
stating a
stop
thing.
there. I feel like
Yeah.
we're digging the hole with how much we're explaining that.
Not my channel.
What's the ray on? Dr. Feelgood.
Nah. Insofar as collective groups, sure.
Yeah. Cancelled on the first episode. But yeah, as you snort
It's a,
your line of
it's a brick.
smoked brown.
It's a
Bro.
fucking brick is pulling out there. Okay. You want in on this, Spanky?
It just gives you. It gives you a sort of. It just gives you sort of a grunt, which you could take as approval.
There you go. Who else wants a line? Two. This is Dr.
You'll-
Feelgood here.
You'll just see an arm, say an arm raise up from the back where Roadkill was.
I hand him a really long, bendy straw.
Just slide it through the window of the car, just into his nose.
There's no more windows.
Just takes a few pokes, just like pokes him in the face, the lips, and the eye, and then just in his nose. Ah! Takes a deep inhale with his nose there.
What about you there, Lars? I'll take the silence as a yes. Show his
Matt.
face.
He's talking to a
What,
ghost.
breathe? Yeah.
He asked you if you wanted some cocaine.
No, he didn't.
It did.
He just did.
No.
No.
You didn't hear me?
Oh, sorry. I thought he was talking to somebody
He's-
else. He didn't say
He
Graham's
said the
name.
wrong name.
Oh shit! I bet
Sorry.
Graham. Fuck.
He said Lars.
Okay. It was like I was trying to figure. I'm like, shit. Did I misremember Roadkill's name? But it was like, no, he didn't ask me shit.
Hold on.
I've been
That
drinking
g-
a lot tonight.
Hold on. Dead spirit of Lars. Would you like cocaine?
No, man. It's
Okay.
like unhealthy.
We had to ask.
What about you, Graham? What's what is?
You know.
Took too long. It's not a
I think I
question.
messed-
Just throwing it in his face.
Yep.
All right. As you have a clown mate, I'm gonna say it just cakes on the sweat that you had there from the fire. It just you almost think of like a clown makeup paint except with cocaine,
It's not
and
sand in his pocket.
you just had I mean, if you still got your aviation goggles on, your eyes, you're safe.
Just
I'm
sits
hey.
there.
Who doesn't enjoy maple smoked cocaine?
All right, somebody hand me those. Oh, Graham, why are you there? Hand me those the jumper cables.
You think we're in different vehicles? You got your jumper cables.
I thought you were riding with me. I thought this whole time you were
No.
riding with me. Look,
No,
He wasn't riding next to you.
I've been pulling up and doing dumb stuff, but like, keep in mind we're in different vehicles.
It's okay, he's drunk.
A little bit. Just pulls out jumper caps from underneath, like the fucking glove compartment. Hook it to the battery already. Here we go.
I think that's where we're just gonna cut the scene on him saying, pulling out jumper cables. Here we go, as just pan out, just pan everything out on a highway going into, once again, blasted Detroit Rock City. Slightly grayed out skyline, clouds coming in, and a slight snowfall, fire burning far in the distance. Smoke from that way. As our let's go. I was gonna say our heroes, as our himbos triumphantly return.
I was gonna say we're not heroes in this story.
I would have been.
As our himbos triumphantly return, we will up there. At least the story. We can continue bullshitting. That's up to you guys.
I'm gonna
And
be
however
fair.
long Thaddy feels like recording and not cutting shit.
I love my speed junkie.
Yeah.
It's clean. First video.
I don't think there was anything clean about that content.
It was clean burning nuclear fission.
Cleaner burning gasoline, no.
That is a form of clean energy, I think.
Clean burning SNL. Moonshine.
You can legally do that. You just gotta put some poison in it so you don't drink it. I've looked into it.
Clean burning muscle wizard.
Hmm. Oh, he's burning really good now.
He's burning for you.
Raging Inferno.
And I've drunk more than half the bottle.
Nice. I mean, not nice for your liver, but.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
It's
Fuck
wine. It's
liver.
good.
Thaddeus,
Good
I don't.
beer.
Did you cut or not?
I have not yet.
All right, good. Because I had one more thing to say that I completely forgot about till now. That I didn't want you to have to re-add in.
All right.
All right. Future plans and announcements. I have no idea who else will be hosting on this channel. Probably everyone. But things that I have planned. Well, Matt's definitely going to at some point. I know Medina has a thing lined up that we're working on at some point. Thaddeus might be trying stuff. I mean, Arik has his own channel, so he'll probably be running stuff on his own channel, but it's Tabletalkers, so he might be here anyway. However, we might be having, part 2 of this if people ever want to come back to my dumbass himbo shit, or if they ever want to run stuff on their own. Anyone can run the himbo stuff. It's literally 2 pages. Nice. Well, Eric's going to be back, but that just, I just won't be interrupted by him talking. Which, Eric would, doesn't interrupt people talking anyways, but he'll be back.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a himbo thing in the future at some point, but that's future stuff.
Part 2, maybe with more people. Who knows? It's a dumb, silly little system that feels kind of weird to run just because, everything doesn't translate the best. Kind of indecisive on things. You just gotta say, fuck it, it's this thing now. Yeah, people usually stick to what they're good at and try to use their strength anyways. That being said, future plans as I'm rambling on. So, unless we continue the himbo next, the next thing that I plan on running will go back to 5th edition. And it'll be a probably 2 to 3 session game, as it should be a bit longer than this, as 5e combat takes longer than just have a fail or success roll for something like this. But it will be a all Warforged group. Think a Soviet era like post-Chernobyl type thing of pretty much a cleanup crew going in to investigate a reactor. It's just pretty much, all Warforged, so that way, because they don't want to send in actual people to the radiation. So pretty much just expendable Warforged, and that'll be a case of I'd like everyone to sort of take a squad roll type thing, and we'll give them a stat spread so people can swap stuff around, but everyone has the same stuff. And that'll probably be a 2-part thing. 3 if people really get into talking or combat takes excessively long. And after that, we'll be, at least for me, back to having a long-term campaign. And by long-term, I mean long-term, unless everyone dies. But considering how powerful the group would be, they'll have to fuck up mighty strong to die. But,
Specialty.
Yeah. I mean, your specialty goes both ways for the enemies. But the next long-term thing will be, we've just labeled, I haven't given it an official title. We've just been calling it Gestalt, as it comes from an older edition thing where they're going to be running 2 classes at the same time, which we'll get more in-depth for having an actual explanation for people to listen to going into that. Most of them already have their characters built, but we will have a recorded session 0 or even like pre-session 0 where we just go over the intentions of the game, get some background stuff clear for everyone, run how things are going to start and get people together, and just kind of get everyone's expectations for the game straightened up and set. And just go over characters and how everything works. But that is all the stuff that I have planned and lined up. At least for me being a DM. Matt's got a thing after Borderlands is done, but there might be a break in between there, run something smaller. I'll get to that when we get to that.
I have too many things.
And who knows? We always have one-shots and stuff to run, so those will probably go here now. See how people work. It's a ways off, but see how things go towards Halloween. I've usually ran the Halloween stuff. We might have another little spoopy special. The last couple, Medina, you have done some beautiful work in. Unfortunately, my last one that was my favorite one was not recorded due to some scheduling issues, but getting to work with Pazuzu,
Father Abel and Brother Kane.
yes,
It's
and
okay. Follow-ups were fun.
and Matt, I appreciate you playing deciding to just be a white woman in a horror movie.
So I had to play up the stereotype, however true or bad it was. I was not going to play the survivor till the end.
Yeah, but we might do a Halloween thing there. That might be one for you to run, Matt, since you had part of those already. But that's that's a few months down the way.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, right. Well, I've said my piece on the future upcoming events, or at least planned upcoming events. Anyone else got anything to say?
Another associate of ours will be running something in the near future-ish. So that should be here as well.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, I was trying to place it. That's what's coming up. Yeah.
Who's ready to get hit by a mini ball and have to get an arm amputated?
Always.
Hit by a what?
Mini ball. That is that was a lead round used by muskets. It was pretty much the first more like actual bullet-shaped bullet rather than just using a round ball.
Well, that's horrifying.
Just remember the 5 Ds.
Duck. What is it? Dodge, duck. Dip. Jesus. Dodge, duck, dive, dip, and dodge.
Post it in
If you
chat.
can't tell. If you can't tell, 5 a.m. was a long time ago.
I have some of these to shoot for my muzzle loader.
Well, is that all?
I'm done rambling unless you guys have something else to ramble about over table talk. I mean, if you guys want to just talk about the Himbo system, but that's still fresh, so criticism can, like. YouTube thing. If you watched this entire thing, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, please. I don't care if you just post random gibberish in the comments. It helps.
I have to come back and find. I'd laugh if I came back for that one comment that just says random gibberish.
I still have Detroit Rock City stuck in my head. It hasn't gone away.
Nor should it.
No, man on a copyright.
Hey, don't. Okay.
You get what, like 10 seconds?
I don't know the
Cumulative.
stipulation. I just know YouTube's been actually just going in and muting video sections.
I have noticed that a lot recently.
Like, I went to watch something related to Dragon Ball and the opening was muted.
What'd you go to find an abridged thing?
Yeah, and then the opening was just full on muted.
That's sick.
And I just got a message for Xbox, or one of my buddies saying Xbox is down. That is sad. We shall not continue Borderlands 3 tonight, then.
That's no good.
Oh, hey, air conditioner's acting up again. Hey, Thaddeus, is the air conditioner coming through now?
I can hear some of it.
Yeah, it's. I'm also holding my phone at a different angle than I was before. It's slightly closer, so it might be picking it up better / worse. I really need to get a new one, but that's money. I don't like paying for new things when old things still work.
Wait, are we still up and going?
Yes. Well then, thank you all for watching. You know where to find us. Here. You know, you want to plug your channel, Arik, by any chance?
You said my name earlier. I'm imagining that you would put it in the links.
I absolutely will. I will still put it in the comments. Thank you all for watching. We'll be here eventually. See you next time.
Put the PDF for the Himbo thing in there, and I will give you a link to link Zedrin's channel, though, as I will give you the link to the specific video, since that is the creator and inspiration for this episode / event.
Alright, I will do that. We'll
You can
see you
cut this
all
part
next.
out if you-
We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
You've been trying to close that shit out.